do is collect their molecules and shit, you know?
Yeah, and apparently it's been like a couple years since everything happened in the new movie. But the new Avengers, their suit looks so stupid.
You know, I disagree, but it looks really military. I kind of wish that they left their individualities alone.
Oh, you mean I'm talking about the new like white ones, you know?
Yeah, they look like soldiers, and I'm like, but that's not what they all are.
Yeah, they're like individuals who do cool stuff and have like a whole outfit and thing.
Yeah, it's weird. I agree. I like a good clean space uniform, but I didn't realize I was watching a movie about space marines. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's the thing I didn't love.
Well, what kills me is it's like, okay, yeah, sure, they're all got special suits on, but then like, why does the one dude get a big one?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, are we live by the way, or
yeah, we're live now.
Oh, okay. Check.
Here, let me give you the link, so in case you want to have it running separately.
Yeah.
Discord. Ladies and gentlemen who are not here, welcome to our live stream.
Where I criticize movies I haven't seen.
You know, isn't that the most fun? I was getting all butthurt watching this video about like all the sins of the new Resident Evil, and like it's like so often the people who make these videos are people who've never played the original.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, wait a minute. You don't know what you're talking about? Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Where are your facts? You have none.
No facts.
Well, and I remembered this. So I was doing this the other day because my coworkers were talking about Rottweilers because I grew up with Rottweilers, and I was like, okay, let's talk about that. And someone sent me a video from YouTube, and the video said Rottweilers are from fucking Australia.
What?
Yeah. So if you know jack shit about dogs, I'll let that slide, okay? But Rottweil is a town in fucking southern Germany, close to the Black Forest. These dogs were named after a town in Germany. So somebody please fucking tell me how they ended up in Australia. Y'all, fucking 5 seconds on Google would have told you where a Rottweiler's from.
I don't know, man. I don't know nothing about dogs.
I don't know nothing about dogs. No, that's a lie. I know everything about dogs. But
yeah, you seem to know quite a lot about at least Rottweilers.
Well, I grew up with them. Like, my grandfather had Rottweilers before the Omen became popular. Like, that's what stigmatized the Rottweiler in the United States, was because they were used as a representative of the devil in the Omen movie.
Oh, that's weird.
And people really loved that. And they also, because they were originally bred for cattle herding, they have like a 350-pound jaw pressure bite.
Jesus.
So, yeah, if Rottweiler wants to break your bones, it will do so with little trouble. So it does make them very dangerous, and there's a lot of insurance companies that actually will not cover you if you have a Rottweiler. Like,
Jesus.
it's intense, man. It's fucking intense. It's hard to deal with one. And they're very smart, and they're easily trained, but they require as much attention as any large dog. So it's sad. It's sad to me, because pit bulls are the same way. I mean, yeah, they were raised to fight in a pit, but I got news for you. A lot of dogs are. It's not just pit bulls. Like, they're the most popular one, but they're not the only ones. So it's people make me sad, and they're so dumb. Just too dumb.
Oh wait, I'm gonna do a lot of clinking and stinking.
Did Vin show up?
Yeah, Vin will be here in a moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I guess I'll show these off. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me pull up the Google Hangouts window so I can actually see. Okay. So this one is the first one. He's a little dude. Oh, hey, Vin's here. Whew. So anyway, we got this little guy who I will be painting the most. I painted him on my last stream, but I kind of half-assed it because it was a lot of work. And then I have this one, who I'm also going to be painting. Very excited for him. And then I got this guy, who I have not painted yet. He's probably the least sturdy of the bunch. He falls over the easiest, but everyone else is pretty sturdy. And then I have some other ones. This is one I made from last semester that I need to finish, which is a
beautiful.
small little mushroom picnic scene. Got little bags, and then I even have two little skulls in the back.
Oh no.
And then hopefully I get to this one. This is the one I'm kind of hoping that I can work on tonight because I need to finish it, at least the basic version of it. Oh god. So you can't actually see these, but I've made a.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah. You really can't see it. So I made this head sculpture that I cut down the middle, and then it opens up, and there's a small home inside.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very cool. I have to put the paintings on the walls and the calendars on the wall, but then it's good to go.
Is that a little fucking socket by the fridge?
You mean this little bad boy over here? Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking badass. Awesome.
Look at that detail.
And then over here, I've got a little mouse and the TV remote, an ashtray, a little book maybe, or a DVR, I don't know, and then I got the TV. All kinds of stuff. I'm also going to hang, there's a light fixture that I'm going to hang off a string that'll be in the kitchen.
Well, you can add a string to that outlet, too, and make it look like the fridge is plugged in.
That's very good. It's a good idea. But yeah, hopefully I can get to painting this tonight. I don't know. I'd like to. But
So why wouldn't you start with it?
because the small ones are going to be easier to do, and I'm going to
That's
sell
true.
them.
I guess so. You warm up, see if you want to deal with it. That's true. Fair.
Yeah, I also don't know what what the color plan is yet for that.
Mm.
So I'll start with the little guys. Anyway, what are you guys up to tonight?
I was followed by a indie gaming company called Snip and Bird Games, and it doesn't seem like they have a website, but they're from Alberta, Canada, and they are making a pixel game.
Cool.
I liked it. I liked the concept, and I love pixel games. So when they finish it, I'm most likely going to play it. But they posted their characters' headshots, and it reminds me, like the headshots remind me of Stardew Valley, and I have a bunch of artists that I follow that have been doing like custom headshots of Stardew Valley. And I'm like, I want to do fan art of cool people's heads. So that's what I'm going to do tonight, just for funsies.
Cool.
I really need to get back into Stardew Valley. I played that game like nonstop for like a solid 2 months and then just got out of it.
That's because it sucks your fucking soul out of your body, Ben.
It is. I want to start up relationships with everyone in the game. I got a dog. Like it's so much fun. You go in the caves and there's like secrets in there.
Oh my god. The only thing that I think is the best way to do it is you need to get the stupid puzzle set up so that you get the greenhouse fixed.
Yes.
Of course.
What do they call? I keep calling them Jinjos from fucking
Banjo-Kazooie?
Yes, they look like Jinjos to me. I don't know. They're just colored little creatures. So I'm like,
they do. I had the same thought. They do look like Jinjos.
They straight up do. I was like, okay, you're like little turds of them, I guess. Because they're round, whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
tweet done. Okay.
What was that?
Oh, I tweeted a thing. I tweeted the link out also.
Ooh, I see it.
Yep, because you're tagged in it.
Oh my god.
I know. Crazy stuff. Let's see. Let's throw. I don't even know. I could throw this. Well. Yeah. Okay. I think that's good.
It's so big. I don't know.
Okay. Let's do some painting. So let's see. I was thinking about doing purple.
Just a quick warning. I'm about to turn a game on, so it might blow your speakers for a second, and then I'm going to turn the volume off on it.
Okay, but now I'll let it slide if it's a great game. What game are you going to get into?
I've been very big into Tetris lately.
Ooh.
Because they have this Tetris because they have this new Tetris 99 for the Switch. And it's basically Tetris Battle Royale where you play against 98 people at the same time.
Oh, weird, but cool.
Yeah.
By the way, is this annoying? This noise I'm making?
Oh my god, fucking leave the chat.
Is it actually
No, it's
weird or something.
because it's I use Posca markers, and so it's my way of getting the enough paint out to paint with.
I'm editing the video so it says what you're doing, Mars.
Dope.
Ah.
Yes, I'm painting little
Very hard at
cultists.
point.
I'm gonna put them for sale. I don't know how much I'll sell them for though.
Are you keeping track of how long it takes you to paint them?
I mean, I made honest to God, like I pumped these things out. I made them in like a few seconds. Each of these took me probably not a few seconds. Each of these probably took me about 2 minutes to make. And then painting is going to be a pain in the ass. I don't know. I was thinking about selling for like $15, $10.
Yeah, as long as you can pay for the supplies, pretty much.
Oh yeah, and supplies for Christmas and stuff. So
Sweet, yeah.
So hopefully I can do that and then get all my paints out. Yeah, Posca markers are a godsend.
They are. I was gifted a set as well from my best friend's family.
They're super good.
It was so nice. It was so nice. All right.
My wife.
Well, how do I? Oh, hit the wrong button.
Okay. What? Man, I worked a. How long did I work today? I worked a 13-hour shift.
Oh my God.
It was rough.
Oh,
I opened at 10 o'clock, and then I just worked and worked and worked.
terrible.
It was awful. I know. Pity me.
Why is it not letting me go to the video?
Let's see. Is this? Do people like this?
Little bitch. Look at the bitch. Tetris, 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 Tetris. I see it. There it is. Did it change the name?
One of the most One of the more interesting people who follow me is that Gunnar Leatherwood.
Oh yeah,
because he's kind of fascinating me. He fascinates me a little bit. Because like he stumbled across me, I don't know, almost a year ago, I'd have to say, and has been incredibly loyal and nice and just very kind every step of the way. Yeah, very interesting person and very like produces a lot, like way more than I do. Like makes a lot of good sketchbooks pages and stuff, and just is constantly doing stuff. Something I'm not doing most times, but they do fascinate me in that respect, where they're just like very nice, working very hard. I don't particularly like their art style, but also like I have to respect the hustle.
I was gonna say.
I don't know if we should put that on live.
Okay, let me correct
myself right now.
Let me correct myself.
Okay.
I think that was a bold sentence.
Yeah.
I really like the work that they do that's like not in ballpoint. Like the way that their sketching and stuff and like ink brushing and stuff is really good. But I've never been a fan of ballpoint stuff with anybody. I don't like lines that are very consistent. That's just me though. I'm also, you know, an idiot.
No, you have what you like. I know people who cannot get over.
Can we delete the stream and restart? I've made a mistake. Sorry.
I made a huge mistake.
What?
I badmouthed one of my greatest followers. Oh no.
No,
I was gonna say, you talked up for like 3 minutes about how this person's your greatest follower, and they've been with you since the beginning, and then you're like, "But I don't like their style."
That's okay. I don't like fucking bell bottoms, and they're gonna come back, and that means everyone I know who is fashion forward is gonna be painful to look at. But that doesn't mean they're not gonna be my friends anymore.
Cut to me and my bell bottoms. Anyway, go on fire, Rachel.
Yeah, I don't think it's someone who can't. And that's a matter of preference. That's really not saying that this person is not a good artist. It's simply saying that it's not a style that you mesh with, and that's okay. And, and, you know, a follower should understand that, especially if they like your style for the things that make it different from their own. You know, so I don't think that's offensive. And you know, I mean, the internet's full of baby back bitches, but
I wouldn't say that about them. But yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying that the internet is full of them. It doesn't mean this person is. And, you know, most artists can take, you know, some level of criticism, but some people cannot. So, you know, whatever. I don't think, as long as you made it clear that that wasn't meant in delicious way, and you've very clearly done that.
Yeah.
Over time, and it's just something you don't like. I particularly think really detailed stuff's great because, I mean, as you can see from my fucking sketching form, I'm really garbage about cleaning up a sketch before I start sketching. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to be better, damn it, but I love a fucking sloppy sketch. I just love it.
Oh, sloppy sketches are great.
Ugh, they're so good. And then I like look through my Boris Vallejo book and I'm like, wow, fuck this guy. Like his sloppy sketches are just so goddamn beautiful. Ugh. Breaks my heart.
I feel like I need to put more purple in there.
I mean, everything can always use more purple.
It's true. It's facts.
I'm trying to use cooler tone colors, but I just can't help myself. I love me.
Myself.
I love me some like reds, man. I can't help it.
Oh yeah, I love a nice like burgundy red and purple.
So does Facebook. Facebook really likes that gradient on the new thing they do with the, you know, you keep it like a Twitter length message, you can put a background on it.
Oh yeah.
They really like the burgundy purple. I'm like, calm down. Calm down.
We don't have to use blue. Ugh.
Yeah, it's weird. They either do like dark purples and blues now, or like poop emojis in the background. Now I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
They did a really badass set like for spring last year or however long ago. It was a while ago, but it was like fucking lemons, and I'm like, did somebody tell them? Did somebody tell them lemons are my aesthetic? I'm so excited.
I didn't know lemons are aesthetic.
Yes, they are. They're very popular in botanical drawings for like places like Williams-Sonoma. Like there's every spring there is like a botanical hand towel set that's fucking lemons or some other citrus. And my ass is about it. Like I used to work for that company and I was like, fuck this place until it's lemon time.
I just realized
It's
I've been
always time
painting
for a
out
lemon
of screen.
What'd you just realize?
I realized I've been painting off screen this whole time. I need to keep an eye on myself. Okay.
Well, it's because you wanted to, you know, don't make it uncomfortable for yourself though either, because knowing us, we'll be here for 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh, God knows longer.
Oh, calm down.
Who knows?
Tetris is a dark, dark hole to fall in. That's true.
It is.
Oh, Vince, speaking of, by the way, you sent me that picture, and literally last night I went and bought, like, where is it? 4 packs of these, or 4 of cans of these. The
Ooh,
Arizona
which one?
Iced Black Tea.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Is that a new Arizona flavor?
No, it's not new. It's the best.
I have never seen that can, and I love that shit. How is
Yeah.
that even a thing? That's
The
awesome.
black and white iced tea is not only is it the one that's got the least amount of like shit in it, it's just good. It's just good.
I really like their diet one. I get the diet thing by the jug when it's only $3. When it's like the gallon jug of the one with the geisha on it, I'm like, that one.
Yeah. Did you know that I saw this in the store. It's the green tea, the traditional one that they do, but it was in like an orange juice carton. It was weird.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super weird. But yeah, Safeway has like a deal where you can get like 4 of them for like, I don't know, it's like $2 or something. It was a really good deal, and I swooped it up as soon as I could.
Yeah, I just went apeshit. Yep, I feel you. I really like adding. I had my husband take the regular green tea one, and I just slid it across the table at him. I said, "Make me a cocktail with this," and he did it. And I don't know what the fuck he put in it, but I was like, well, what did you do?
It sounds like a good Long Island. Like you made a good Long Island.
He said it was the Long Island notes because that particular flavor, because of the sugar content they put in it, it's not too much. That lemon is actually a really strong choice to flavor it with.
Cool.
It was to die for. Oh, so dirty. Love it. No, drawing other people's characters is fun.
Whew, yeah, I love drawing other people's characters. I also like people's characters who are not in my style normally, because then you can take liberties with them and it's fun. You could do like, take your style and throw it on top and see what happens.
Yeah. We have a bunch of good, unique styles. It sucks, though, because I've been so busy, and I feel like, as as leading this art server, it's like I feel like I've abandoned my people, and I'm like, no, I swear to God, I'm still there. And I like put that, the Disney drawing thing up, and then I was like, well,
Nobody.
not aesthetically pleasing for one.
No.
And I don't think everyone's a big, balls to the wall Disney person like I am. I mean, it's pretty much me and maybe Ruth.
Well, I was thinking about responding. I was like, oh, should I? Because like I don't like Disney particularly, but I was like, oh, maybe I could use this in a different way and be like, okay, well, we'll do this, but it's something else. Like it's just maybe just the general subjects. But I've had no time to myself recently.
You don't like Disney? It's my heart.
I don't. I'm not really a Disney person.
It hurts so much.
Well, also, like, I don't know. I'm one of those people who I wasn't a Disney kid. I was like a Cartoon Network kid. But also at the same time.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Back up. Listen. What? You can be both. How dare.
I wasn't a pest. I wasn't a monster. I wasn't.
I was going to say, what, you one of these DreamWorks freaks?
Okay,
wait a minute. Again, wait a minute. Prince of Egypt, man. Fuck all the haters. Prince of Egypt is a work of glory, and it stands strong. It's one of the greatest animated films of all time.
Never saw it.
I'm an atheist, for fuck's sake. Like it's so good. But I grew up in private Catholic school, so I knew the story, and I'm like, how are they gonna do the plagues? And they fucking put a song to it, and it was good.
They put a song to thousands of deaths.
They did, and they did a really good job with it.
I bet.
They didn't do so the song did not include the death of the firstborn, but the scene for the death of the firstborn, oh my god, it's so good. Wait, who said they hadn't seen it?
Me.
Mars.
Yes.
You need to get your sweet little ass over to my house sometime because I got that shit. You need to watch it. As someone who appreciates interesting art style, you should watch it. It's really aesthetically beautiful. And the style in which they drew the people, really fucking cool.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
It's super good. For real.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where, like, we actually live fairly close to each other. It's surprised we don't, like, do more stuff.
It's just busyness. But, yeah, you're not far. I just need to extend it. Because, like, I have a fucking house, for God's sake. Like,
yeah, I live with my family. I don't know if you want to hang out with my grandma, my cousin, and my sister, my mom, and dad.
Well, I would figure that you'd want a place to be free. And if, you
want
to party, you can party.
Party it up with grandma.
I had such a bad night the other night at work. I joked with my boss. I was like, if I didn't like need my job, I would go behind the bar and steal a shot. And she was like, well, if I turn around and I don't see you, do whatever you gotta do. And I was like, oh shit. My boss is well, she wasn't advocating. She was joking, obviously.
No, I think what she's telling you is that she's just jaded.
Yeah.
Was that an Aerosmith reference?
You like that? You're welcome.
Thank God Vin's here to catch these things.
I know. I'm so glad they're here. I'm just so glad. Thank you so
much. My coworker at one of my old jobs used to do that all the time. Like, what are you, jaded? Like, he was just busted out. But then he would also bust out every day, like right before 5 p.m. He would play on Spotify the fucking Star Wars Episode 1, like Duel of Fates music.
I was singing that today at work.
So it was similar to Trader Joe's. They always played right at 10 o'clock when our store would close. They would always play on the loudspeakers, closing time.
Oh yeah.
Like, stop. It's not funny every night. It's just not funny every night.
Do you know what we do at Chili's when we close? Or when we're about to close and we want customers to know? We turn the music off, which is so jarring in a restaurant.
No, it's true.
Oh, yeah.
It's like an episode of The Office all of a sudden.
Like, we were like, okay, these customers are not giving the picture. We have cleaned the entire place head to toe, like top to bottom. They need to understand we need to go. And so, like, we just straight up, like, kill all the music, turn off all the TVs, and then turn off the lights in the bar. And we're just like, okay, go. Get out.
Yeah. Figure it out. I always feel bad for restaurants that are open till 10 and I'm in there and, like, we're done eating and it's like 9:15 and it's fucking crickets in there. And it's like, should I just if I leave, are they gonna close? Like,
Yeah.
is that? I mean, did they just give up on the night? And then, sure enough, as we're leaving, some asshole comes in by himself, like, I'd like to sit down and have my meal here. It's like, bitch, go home.
Oh yeah, that's what happened to me on Thursday. Fucking everybody decided to come over to Chili's.
Chili's.
I mean, out of the chain restaurants, like Chili's is a little better than like Applebee's. And
Well, they have
Yeah.
a better burger for sure. Straight up.
I would
Yeah.
much rather go to a Chili's than an Applebee's. That is true, but I also don't want to go to either. So
yeah,
I don't
I
know.
just remember like Applebee's used to be good, like when I was a kid, or maybe I was just dumb.
When's the last time you were at one? Can you tell me that?
God, it has to be more than 5 years ago.
So they have revamped their menu since. So they made it almost tapas-like style for some of the meals.
Weird.
Now, I'm not saying it's the best food. It's still very obviously microwaved fare. But their fucking bar, they have a margarita. Like, they have like a top shelf Patron margarita there that's like on the rocks. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get it. It's going to be hilariously fucking boozeless, you know? No. That goddamn margarita. They just send you the whole shaker. They're like, yeah, just pour it yourself, hun. It's like 2 martini glasses full of fucking margarita. And I'm like, yeah, can I just have this and some wangs? Like, that's all I need. Good night. It's over.
You want to know something, Rachel?
Mm.
You just described a thing we've had for years.
Yeah, see, they know. They
No, I
know
mean,
that
like-
Chili's beat them, so they made new shit that
Yeah,
mimics
it's
your guys' stuff.
The
Exactly.
Presidente. The Presidente margarita is what that is.
Yep.
We get, and the thing is, I have to shake it and I have to hand it to people. So I have to pour it to like myself. I have to shake it real hard and then I get to like. It sucks, but granted, it is kind of like it's a fun part of my job is I get to shake a margarita.
I love it, and it's very good. It's so easy to make a good on the rocks margarita, but people rarely order it. So if you make it the only kind you make, it's really easy to make it be surprisingly good.
Oh yeah, we have like a million kind of margaritas, so it's like I don't know. We do a monthly one though. I know I don't like Chili's, but I will admit we do a monthly one every month. That's a unique thing. It's only $5, and if I was a drinker, I would drink them. Like we had one that was just Hennessy, and I was like, oh my god, Hennessy is so expensive. Like you could just get blasted for $10.
Hennessy's expensive?
Isn't it not?
Is it? I don't know.
I
no,
thought it was.
no.
I don't drink enough Hennessy to know.
The
don't
way
think
I
it is.
judge it is like, can I go to Costco and buy the Costco size of this? Like, yes, I still can. It's
Yeah,
still
can I get
under
like a
$100.
Yeah, can I get like a box of Hennessy?
A box of Hennessy. Hi, where are your crates of Hennessy?
Yeah.
I don't like that shit. I've never been a really strong boozer unless it's a mixed drink. I need a cocktail. I need my shit to be classy so I can get sloppy drunk.
I've been a real I don't know. For a while I was a whatever you put in front of me kind of drinker.
Mm.
Now I'm more so like I like mixed drinks a lot. If I can choose what kind of drink I get to have, a mixed drink is the way I go.
Yeah, it's just better. It's just
Oh
fucking
yeah, I would rather have that. I like the last time I drank was I was on a camping trip and I had a lot of the canned margaritas and like
oh shit.
Ooh.
I had canned
Oh.
margaritas and then I had
Diarrhea and vomiting.
I had
Diarrhea.
and the Smirnoff mixers.
I was gonna say, don't say ice, please. No, don't say.
Oh yeah, iced, yeah.
Oh god.
And then I had some Angry Orchard. Also on that same trip, one of my favorite stories from that trip is so I happened to go and the youth pastor that like taught me about God was there because he's the brother of my friend who was hosting the camping trip, and so he came out and he was doing some pretty nefarious, heinous shit, I'll admit. But there was a point.
Wait. He came out as in he came out.
No, it came
Oh.
to the camping
Oh,
trip.
okay, all right. That would have been awesome if like a youth minister came out as. Yeah.
No, but this is about second best. So we're there drinking and having a good time and stuff, and somebody's got weed.
Yeah.
Weed is being partaken, and he he fucking. I see him taking hits, or about to take a hit, and I'm like just shit faced. And I've been ranting about a bunch of stuff from here, but I just look at him and I go, "You taught me about God." And then he takes a hit. He takes a hit.
God.
He takes a hit, and then he vomits right after I say that, and it's the funniest thing in the world.
Oh my god, you've ruined his life.
Because it was just him.
I told you about what?
I was just like thinking, like the man who, the same person who like was like, we can't accept like gay people, basically, is here in front of me, puking their fucking guts out after taking a fat hit. I thought it was ironic and kind of funny. I felt like I won a little.
It's not
bit.
even kind of funny. It's amazingly funny.
Oh yeah, that trip was full of like moments like that. It was great.
Yeah, it's interesting how we choose to word that we're better than everyone else, and then you come out to realize that, wow, no, you're actually not. You're garbage.
You're just like the rest of us, asshole.
Mm-hmm.
You're mortal, baby.
You're
No
garbage
shit.
shit's like me.
Except your soul.
We are.
Yes.
What are you, Count Dracula?
Don't be jealous of my great fucking evil
Your villain left.
So good. I actually can do a really good Ursula laugh, and I do it at Disneyland, like around corners from people, just to see reactions. Little kids sometimes cry. It's really great. It's really fun. The other thing I also like to do is in the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, because there's never a long line, and I forgot entirely that he goes to hell in that book.
Oh my god, really?
What?
You don't remember that? See, no one remembers that. He never learns his lesson. He's driving super fast. He fucking gets hit by a train and goes to actual hell. He goes to
That's
hell.
the wildest ride of them all.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's the wildest ride of them all.
No, it's true, and it's the last part of the ride at Disneyland. And I remember seeing it. I'm sitting in this little car with my friend in hell, and they've added like heat to that part of the ride, so it's like literally you're hot in hell. So I just start screaming at the top
Jesus.
of my lungs, screaming, and for fun, of course. But like people are panicking on this ride. They're like, "What is happening?"
Their kids didn't sign up for this.
No, and so many kids come out of that ride crying. It's great. Because they
That's
understand.
That's like I remember going to Hershey Park as a kid. And if you go on like here's how we make the chocolate ride. At the end of it, like you drive through like a mock oven.
Oh my god.
And they like actually turn on the heat a little bit. So it's like,
Oh,
are we burning alive? What's going on? Like it's
please, someone put disclaimers for my Jewish brothers. Oh my Jesus.
Can you imagine someone coming out of someone coming up just before that section of the ride, and it's like, the chocolate's made of people! The chocolate's made of people! And then just everyone, the oven opens up. Ah!
Yeah, that's a very strong Soylent Green vibe.
Oh shit! Have you guys seen what's that show? Maybe it's Grey's Anatomy? I don't know. Maybe it's Pushing Up Daisies. I don't know what the show is. There's a show, and there's a point where there's this giant comically oversized candy bar, and it's supposed to this factory is opening up, and it's going to be real cool. And they have a bunch of kids. I mean, the front row is all children, and they're like, "Okay, kids, we're going to split the chocolate bar open, and then you guys can just eat it." And they're like, "Oh my god!" And they crack the bar in half, and this bar is like easily the size of a minivan, like height wise. They crack it in half, and like red, like blood and like chocolate just come oozing out, and there's like a human skeleton inside.
Oh yes.
That sounds a lot like fucking Bones.
Bones, that's what it was. It was Bones.
That's totally a fucking bullshit Bones episode.
I'd never seen Bones. We just finished watching like this boring interview, and we're like, okay, we'll flick on something new. And we threw on Bones, and it was that. And we're like, oh my god, that's what Bones is?
Bones is terrible. And see, and the thing is, what really bothers me scientifically about the show is forensic anthropology is a fascinating field, and to dumb it down to the point where it's fantasy land is so sad to me. It's just so sad. so many like forensic science shows with, of course, besides Forensic Files, are like complete bullshit. Like they're using like Star Trek and Star Wars like technology. Like when they're like, we'll get the results for this blood sample by the end of today. Yeah, try in fucking 6 months. There's only like 3 or 4 fucking processing labs in the country that can do that, and they are completely overrun with fucking jobs.
I
If-
bet.
If your fucking shit wasn't a murder, don't expect it to get done anytime soon. Like, it's crazy. So, yeah, that's my rant about that. Now, is that to say Rachel has never watched Bones in rapid succession? No, Rachel is dumb and she totally watches it. But I watch it in the same way that someone would watch Fox News. I just want to yell at it for being bad.
That's like, what was that show that was on CBS for like one season, like a year ago? Scorpions or whatever it was.
Never heard of that in my life.
Me neither.
It was some show where it was like young hip hackers helping the good guys.
Now that does sound familiar.
Terrible.
Actually.
And it was like it was like, we need to encrypt the firewall to get the data breach. Like they just had they were just throwing out words.
They're just making up shit. Yeah, they didn't get an actual analyst in to talk about the terms they'd be using.
We need to put an HTTPS in the Quark simulator or whatever. Like,
Guys, the general's nudes are leaking. We need a counter hack.
No.
yeah.
No.
That was always crazy to me, counter hacking. I'm such a weird.
Counter hacking only works if it's happening simultaneously, also.
Well, yeah, but you've seen that episode of CSI when all those pop-ups are happening.
Jesus God. Oh, CSI. Problematic fave.
Okay, so the thing about, like, is it NCIS? I don't know. Whichever one's got the goth girl in it.
NCIS. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was watching it. My grandma loves crime shows. She loves true crime. She loves all that stuff. She loves Murder, She Wrote. She has every season of it. She loves Perry Mason, all that. She loves NCIS a lot. She watches it all the time. But what I've noticed from just walking in and out of my house and seeing her watching it, I don't know what the one guy is, but he makes a terrible fashion choice for like a whole season, and he grows a goatee.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who it is. He's the guy who's got like the love interest for the goth chick, but he grows a goatee and it's the ugliest thing ever. And he also gets kind of, I mean, not to knock anyone like for him for putting on pounds, but the goatee mixed with it doesn't fit his face. Like it doesn't.
That's the worst.
Yeah, it's like I get it if you're doing it. It's like it works, but if it just doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's just how it is. Like that's life. You know, not every fashion choice is solid. And he just runs with it for a season. He follows where that goatee leads.
Yeah, goatees actually like rarely look good on people.
It's a hard thing to pull off. I'll admit.
It's very Guy Fieri.
It's my husband can do it well, but it's also because if he shaves it off, he looks like babyface Bambino. I'm like, please don't ever shave it, my baby. Please don't.
That's like, I will say this: my dad had a goatee his entire life, and when I was like 5 years old, he shaved it off, and I remember waking up to go to school and seeing him without the goatee, and I like cried.
Yeah, it fucks up your whole life. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like, who is this guy? What is going on? Like where is my daddy? Like
people don't like
this
change.
Strange man in my house without a goatee.
Yeah. Kids are a great indicator of how we will react as adults to things.
Oh yeah, they're honest, man.
Yes, brutal.
My dad, he had like a midlife crisis almost, and he's always been really into bicycling, but he lost a bunch of weight doing bicycle stuff, and then he, as a new turn of his life, he decided to grow out a goatee. Technically, he decided to grow out a mustache, and then he followed it by making it a full goatee. But my dad can't grow a beard, period. Like he's just not good at it. So he just looked like an evil version of himself.
He was the alternate universe.
Oh, it's so funny. If I show you a picture of my dad and then I show you a picture of him when he grew out his goatee, it's spot on. He looks just like an evil version of himself.
Luigi versus Waluigi.
Yeah, like dead on. Like he just It's him, but he's got a salt and pepper mustache goatee combo. It is so weird. And I love him, but he made a bad decision.
Oh, let him have this. He could have gotten a Ferrari and blown money.
No, he bought a $3,000 bicycle and got a free hat.
Well, that's not bad because he can afford it.
Oh yeah,
afford it. But
well, no, he used to collect comic books when he was a youngin, and it actually paid off.
Oh, he had big money comics, eh?
He had the like the nerds who read like Elric, you know,
Oh,
like the deep fantasy. That was my dad's deal, and that paid off because not a lot of people collect that stuff.
yeah, it's rare shit. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Also, my dad fucking came in my room the other day, and he was like, "Hey, I found this," and it was like rolled up and stuffed in a spot in a comic book shop. And it's like, "What do you think of it?" And he shows it, he unrolls it, and it's a limited edition Comic-Con Cartoon Network print that was only made for Comic-Con like 1 year, and it's got like every Cartoon Network character from the last like 25 years or whatever.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and it's like really well done. They did a big mural of it, and then they made a print out of it. It's really cool.
That's
But
good.
yeah, he just had it. And I was like, "Oh man, can I have this?" And he said, "Nope." And
What a bitch! Well, no, you just make sure. Do you have siblings, Mars?
I do. I have my sister.
Okay, yeah, make it clear. It's like, listen, motherfucker, you're gonna die eventually, and my sister wants nothing to do with that. You best leave that to me.
My sister doesn't know anything about it. Give it to me.
Yeah, I'm an only child, so we have that conversation all the time because my parents both of them have health problems and they're getting older, and we talk about that. And my dad's like, "Don't worry, everything I have is yours." I said, "Oh, I know. I'm already cataloging what I'm getting rid of."
Yeah.
Y'all got a lot of bullshit in this house. And it doesn't bother my dad. He thinks it's funny, but my mom is like, "I don't appreciate you selling this stuff before I'm even dead." I'm like, I'm not actually going through much effort besides just Craiglisting brands. Like it's
And I mean, what difference does it make?
Yeah, and I told her, and I said, it doesn't matter because I'm not keeping this house. And then she's like, "You're not keeping this house?" I'm like, "Why the fuck would I want a house in Vallejo?"
No.
I have no interest in a house in Vallejo.
Sell it, take the money, and just have rent for years.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. No. Oh, no. My husband owns this house. I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
I got lucky. He bought it in like 2009. So it was like right after that big bubble. So housing prices dropped astronomically.
Honestly, though, like renting might be a good idea. Renting out the house.
No, I don't want to. It's too much. I don't want to deal with it, and I don't want to have to maintain it. I would much rather sell it. And the nice thing is, by the time I'm selling it, Vallejo is going to be the last bastion of easy transportation to San Francisco via public transportation like ferry.
Yeah, even my hometown's already getting in there.
Yeah,
a bunch of fucking yuppies are moving out here.
Yeah, and that's a good thing because I'm excited for it because Vallejo actually has a beautiful, beautiful bunch of old Victorians in downtown Vallejo, and the whole area is super ghetto right now. But with gentrification, it's going to blow up. People are going to start fixing the homes. They're going to start restoring downtown Vallejo, which used to be a pretty booming community. But after they closed Mare Island down, we lost a lot of stuff. That's why Vallejo went bankrupt.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, people like all those renters coming in and revamping the town has its upsides, but it's also going to be completely unaffordable for anybody who lives there. Like all the locals who that's their culture, it's just going to disappear for them. Like it's going to be put out of their reach.
If the culture is I'm uncomfortable walking to the liquor store, then I'm okay with that culture disappearing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but
really
like
depends for me what exactly is the culture you're trying to protect.
I feel like it's like what happened in Oakland, right? It's like a lot of good people just can't live in the neighborhood they grew up in or like where their family grew up in because like it's all going. Like I don't know, like sure it wasn't safe all the time, but that could have been fixed through a number of other things. Like I don't know. I feel like a few rich assholes souping up houses is good in some ways, but I feel like I don't know. It's a really Occam's razor situation, like a solution to a problem that could be solved in different ways.
Yeah, but then you're talking about people who have astronomical amounts of money giving any of their money to someone else. It's not going to happen. That needs to be what happens, but it's not what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't know, man. I'm real bitter too because when I was a kid, living in the city was like a possibility. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like sure, I knew it would have been like expensive, but at least I could have lived in San Francisco.
Yeah, I did it. I did it for 8 years, and it was miserable.
I bet.
I ran like hell. I had 3 jobs, and I couldn't fucking pay rent.
It sucks.
And I'm a hard worker, dude. I work hard.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live there now, though. The city's getting worse and worse. There's no parking. There's nowhere to live. There's all the places that used to be a lot of fun are now like taken over by businesses that want too much of my money. And then all the businesses are buying the parking lots outside of their fucking place and making them little seedy spots. And I'm like, not all of us take the bus, motherfuckers. So yeah, I'm over it. I'm over the city.
Yeah, I still love it. I love everything about San Francisco, the way it looks and what it's about. And I love the history too. I love every all the movements that have spawned in San Francisco and all the leaders that have come from it, and the just insanely creative people. It just sucks, man. It's all bad.
So they all leave. But that's the way it goes. But it's fine. I'm never gonna be a great voice of my fucking generation, so I don't really care about all that. I just want to live well enough. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I should ever become a leader in any sense, but I do think that like I would like to be a part of something that is worth my time.
Well, you just have to find your people, your tribe, you know, your community that you really gel with, that everybody cares about each other. It's hard to find, and a lot of times you have to try to make it. I mean, it's essentially in a very low-key way is what I've done with the server, but I mean, even then, like, you need participating members, and I have to do more to participate. And like, we got 2 new people in there, and I'm like, who are these people? I don't even know who the fuck they are.
Did they message you about entering or?
No, I don't care. It's open. I told people they can come in, but
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, how did they find?
yeah, no idea. They must be friends of somebody, but
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten a couple of my friends. I got one friend to join, but they just dipped out as soon as I stopped telling them to come.
it's okay. It's not for everybody. I have people who are, you know, that are friends who work professionally and just don't have the time to do it, and like that's fine, and they try, or they just it's not a priority for them. And again, whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's fine.
Yeah, and Vin, by the way, we're in an art server all together. That's kind of how I actually got to. That's how I got to know Rachel. Honestly, was working in that server, and like just getting involved. Because I was actually a big fan of Rachel before I got to know her. Specifically because I was in high school when I first met her, and like I was just like, oh my god, like you got your shit together, and you're an artist, and you're like you're doing stuff, and you're traveling, and you're doing shows, and I was like, oh my god,
don't know me at all.
You got your shit together. No, nobody does.
Well, it's not true. It's not that I didn't have enough shit together. Really, is what it is. But
well, I was just imagine me like I was. So I never thought that like realistically working the circuit, so to speak, of going to shows and just making a buck or two on like making it something you don't have to lose money over. And I was in high school and I was like only person I even saw remotely benefiting from their art who was my age was Penn. But Penn was just working the furry market hard. Like Penn knew all the drama, all the DeviantArt stuff to make money and how to get up in the world. Like Penn was doing it. And that wasn't really my scene. So it was like refreshing to see somebody who had their shit together in that way and was like, and also just the presentation of your booth kind of like was like, oh my god, like you've got like tablecloths and like shit hanging up.
I do remember you tripping balls about tablecloths. Yeah.
Oh my god, because okay, that same convention I was tabling. That same event I was tabling.
That's you know what? Give it a little credit because I have never seen a high school pull it off. And I made more money at that show than I made at fucking EBAPS. And EBAPS was a joke. It was like I made $34 and I had to pay $20 in parking. Like
So
that's
you
a
basically
fucking
made
joke. So
yeah.
I made good money at that show.
And we give our we have a lot of advantages because we don't pay for our venues, so it's like we could just give our tablers or their tablers, I guess. I don't know, but I had nothing. I literally my table was select few of prints, a few handwritten signs, and like that was it. And I don't know. So it's weird too to think that like some people have those prints and are like hang them up in their house. Like I don't know, it's weird. Like this
What
lady,
prints? Your prints?
yeah, my prints. Like this lady bought a Aaron Hansen one, but that's moot. That's besides the point. My point is that I liked Rachel's work ethic. I liked Rachel's whole deal, and I was like, I need to get involved somehow. And then I saw my opportunity one night on Tumblr. I was scrolling, and I saw that she had posted something. And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to be a part of this. I hopped in as soon as I could.
This is such a wonderful story. I've never heard this story.
Yeah, I guess I've never said
it.
I always want to get to know the like artists that I like, and Rachel's one of those very attainable people to meet. Because you're local to me. I have like one mutual person tying us together. So like I was like, oh shit, like I've already kind of been semi-introduced to this person. Let's just try to like, get this going. So I was super stoked to be a part of the chat, but I was also afraid to make a fool of myself. So I kind of tried to play it cool.
You haven't done that at all. I think that you're one of the strongest people in the group because you are always there. You even if you're busy, even if you can't be on every second, you will always have something to say or participate. And that's what I wanted from it. Even if it ends up that the best thing that came out of it was you, that's enough for me. That's good enough. I'm happy with that because I wanted to have a community, and if it's a community of 2 plus Ben, fine, whatever.
Well, yeah, and also, I mean, this is also like I've also like brushed my ego sometimes where I'm like, I know this is good. I know that I can do stuff well, so I'll just put this here, let people tell me it's good, and then I'll just be like, ooh, who would have thought?
Well, there's always going to be haters, and that's the other thing that's really hard. It's like in our environment, I took away the critique section because people weren't posting there, and it is also I think people are afraid to post and stuff like that. Like there's definitely features that I took away, and then my best friend was telling me like, well, there's way too many channels, like it's stupid, no one's gonna look at all that, and that like that's sad. But I like things to be organized, and I really was trying to organize it the best I could, and it made sense.
The only channel I miss is the music channel. That's it.
Yeah, but people weren't posting to it anymore. Like it was ignored for a long time. But you could always post in general that shit. That's fine. I don't care. Yeah. If it's gone, general's where it goes.
Yeah.
But the other thing is too, like I really don't have necessarily a passion for music. Like my love of music kind of like fell into like the 90s and 2000s. Like I found a dance playlist from all that time period. I'm like, God damn it, I'm lost here now.
And then this is who I am for the rest of my life.
No, it's so sad and so true. I'm like, God damn it. It's like, ooh, it's rough. I'm not proud of the person I became when I listened to it. Like, I'm at work at my standing desk, like, swaying like a fucking asshole.
Dude.
Like, what are you doing? I'm like, don't worry about it, okay? It's fine.
Yeah. But the chat, the whole, like, chat means a lot to me because it's, like, I was also at a point where I was really disconnected from the artist community. And so it was, like, a space where I could, like, connect with artists, and it made me feel like I had like a group of artists that I could like ask stuff to. I never did really, but it was like, ooh, I have this. Like I'm a part of a community. And like that's a very broad sense because I didn't feel like I was a part of a tight-knit community, but I was like, oh, I have a set group of people that I can post art to and I'll get responses from. Like I'm not just vaguely posting on the internet hoping someone says something to me.
Right. Yeah. And it's hard too because like you know, with Tumblr, I broke up with Tumblr since I can't post nudie pictures anymore.
Yeah, I also don't really post.
But I loved getting reblogs and follows, and it was fun. But like the biggest ones are always fan art for me, and that's okay because that's how it was on DeviantArt too. Like people don't give a fuck about your original characters, not even a little bit, and that's okay.
Well, with Tumblr, like, still to this day, my most like the post that has received the most like notice is my Life is Strange drawing I did.
Mm-hmm.
That one's just I'll never ever like not get notes from it.
Yeah, I really like the one that was I call it the Tumblr famous one. That's really what it is. It's it's like I drew it in a style that is not necessarily something I would normally do. So it's like it's I don't know how I even find my shit now. Post followers activity. I guess it'd be an activity. Someone probably reblogged it recently.
One of my favorite things to do was I used to like to go and look through the notes and see what people would tag with my art. Because it was like, oh, I get to see what people have to say about my work, and like that was kind of cool. But you know, when you get into the thousands, you can't get that personal anymore, which sucks. Because I liked reading off like, oh, this person said they thought it was cool, or this person said that they, I don't know. No one ever says it sucks that they reblog it, but
because it doesn't. It's the YouTuber. Oh wow, that did really well. Oh nice. I can't believe no one's reblogged it in a long time. People really like people have been posting a lot of stuff for Clone High because what's his face died, and I was so sad.
Wait, who died?
The guy from 90210, he voiced Ponce de Leon in Clone High.
Ponce de Leon.
Wait, so Luke? That's weird that people are remembering Luke Perry for Clone High.
I think it's because his character dies in that Clone High episode. Like litter is literally what kills him, which I think is so great.
Wait, in the real world?
Yeah, he dead. He died at like 52, or 53. He was young. He had a straight up fucking stroke.
You know what's wild? I guess not wild, but the guy who does the voiceover for Clone High.
Yeah.
His career fucking popped off recently.
Yay.
He did that. He was the guy on that show, Last Man on Earth.
Oh. Okay.
Well.
Yeah. That's him.
Awesome. I really like
Cool.
what's his face?
I liked Last Man on Earth until they added all those other people.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
It was like an interesting show, and then like more than 2 people were in it, and I was like, oh, this sucks. Okay.
Looks like anything else. Other characters tend to ruin stuff like that.
So let's see. I'm gonna do some more detailing. Oh god, it won't focus. I'm gonna do a lot of detailing on the little guy.
Wow, I cannot find this drawing.
Let's see.
Oh, his eyes see forever. Where you find it, man? Really?
Push that back a little bit. I don't actually.
Man, I miss Johnny Bravo.
I do too. I have no frame of reference of when that show aired. So I don't know if it was like an old Hanna-Barbera show or if it was like just styled that way.
It
was just styled that way. It was like 1996.
It was right. It's just settled up right next to Powerpuff Girls and fucking Cow and Chicken. God bless Cow and Chicken.
Yeah, Cow and Chicken. It's weird because Powerpuff Girls made it to my generation. Sorry.
But yeah, it was around that same time of like What a Cartoon.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
That was a great show.
Those were good times. Those were good times back in those days. Of time.
You know, if you like What a Cartoon, then you should Rachel, you should listen to the episode of Cartoon Buffoons where they talk about What a Cartoon,
Oh, that's right.
which I just recently listened to.
Oh.
I was going through the
You know,
backlog.
I never got you. You know, you need to send me the link. Send me the link to Vin's podcast so I can.
Vin's got a couple.
Well, send me links.
By couple, I mean two.
Send me links.
Yeah. Literally.
Please send them to me.
Here, Vin,
Since
since it's yours, do you want to do the honor?
Yeah, I'll send the. Well, I'll send it soon enough because the one podcast. Well, I guess they're both like on hiatus, and the main one's coming back soon. So I'm gonna ramp up that.
Well, that doesn't matter because I'll listen to backlog, so it's fine. I've definitely I've gone down a rabbit hole with science podcasts. Like I'm fucking knee deep into ologies right now, and it's so good because I like to learn things from fucking bitchy scientists.
Well, I have a soft spot for Cartoon Buffoons, because I was there from the beginning. It just reminded me of a lot of like aspects of Cartoon Network that I kind of semi missed out on. Like, there's a whole episode about Groovies and What a Cartoon, and like kind of going over all of that. And I remember Groovies. Specifically the one Groovy that I saw the most was the Ed and Eddie one, the Shrinking Day episode.
Yeah.
Super weird. Super weird.
That show is in a fucking category all its own.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna throw it. I don't know. I guess I'll leave it to Vin to do his business.
Where are you putting it though? How will I find it?
Well, okay. I was gonna let Vin do the linking.
Here?
Yeah, I'll link it. I'll link
Yeah.
it to the iTunes right now.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
that
people
was-
I've checked this in forever, and people actually left reviews.
Yeah, it's a good show. Like, I'm not just the one person who's like, "Oh, it's good." It's like it's good.
No, I know.
There's
I
also
know, you should definitely. I would love to have something like that, so I can read 1-star reviews. It would be my favorite thing in the world to read 1-star reviews. I'd be so excited about it.
Here,
Oh,
let me.
man.
How do I get this in the chat? Let me see. Oh, here.
sucks.
Big shitty chat.
I hate mixing paint so much.
But it loves you.
I just hate it because it's like I mix it and then I forget what my mixture was, and then I need to go back and cover it up, and I like, damn it.
Okay, now. I don't use iTunes because it's fucking terrible. So, let's see. Oh, you posted it. I can now search for it. Anytime.
Yeah, I'm just looking through like the backlog from last year. It's like I interviewed one of the writers from Lizzie McGuire, if you remember that show.
I totally do. I remember because it had cartoons in it.
Yes.
That's the only reason it was appealed to me, because my brain couldn't handle any more than that.
Do I have to listen to you on iTunes? Ugh, you don't on Spotify.
No, I'll send you a link to like a couple episodes.
No, it's fine.
The Mark Summers episode was really good. If you remember Double Dare.
Oh, fucking bless them. Did you ever do one for Salute Your Shorts, the greatest show?
No.
Oh, no. It's that. I guess it was really a cartoon.
Justin McElroy was a good episode.
Yeah. I'm sure they're all good episodes of Food.
There's some like,
Do I have to... You and iTunes. I think I may have iTunes on this computer.
real fast, that did sound like I was gonna be like, well, some of them are bad. I was meaning like there's some very standard episodes that are otherwise.
Well, you just said you were a big fan, so I think it's
I am.
right now to say that they don't like your art style.
That's my thing. You know, I bring him in and then I cut him down.
Yeah. That's your MO.
Unfortunately, no. I hope
Neil
that's not who I am.
Cicerega was a good one.
Very good one. Yeah, I like
I'll
that
just
one.
power through as many of them as I know the reference for, pretty much.
But yeah, you just have to look at the guest and go, oh, I like that person.
Yeah. Who is that person? Yes, indeed.
Yeah. The
Oh my god.
Ted
I
Leo.
Everything.
Ted Leo is one of my favorites. I don't know if you're a fan of his music.
I love Ted Leo.
So you have to take whatever you say with me with names with a grain of salt. There's very few names of people I know. I need direct references to what they do, and then
You're like my
I
mom.
hear it. I've just never been good about that. I don't know why. It just rolled all over my tablet. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah,
the thermal I had on, that was fun.
Oh yeah, the thermals. Didn't they do some heinous shit recently?
No, they absolutely not.
Okay.
That's fake news.
Yeah, that's fake news.
Oh, it's Ted Leo. I didn't know you did an episode of Ted Leo. I got to listen to that one.
That was a really fun one because he played 2 songs, and one of those songs still hasn't come out.
Really?
So it's literally like my podcast is literally the only place you can hear that song.
That's good advertising.
Yeah, I think I put it on YouTube.
Yeah, I love Timorous Me is one of my favorite songs. It's very good.
These people. I'm so
it's about someone who like has severe memory loss and like.
Oh, so it's a cheerful song.
It's a very sad song, but it's got a great tune. I'm really obsessed with like people losing their memories and stuff, and like what happens with that. I think it's
all I heard was I'm really impressed with people losing their memories, and I'm
it's hard.
You're a huge fan of me, like way more than I thought.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what color I should do the shine in the little cultist's eyes. I'm having a hard time picking.
Let me see. Keep talking also, so I can see.
Let's see. I don't know. Like I'm thinking about doing like yellow maybe, or like a light purple.
Yellow is a complementary color, so you can do like a crescent shine on the lower right sides of the eyeball, and then do the light purple for the big shines.
Well, like I was thinking the idea would be like it's like a pair of glasses almost, you know.
Oh my god.
That's mildly unsettling. A little unsettling just watching them go.
It is. It's really. I keep feeling like I'm gonna look back and there's gonna be blood all over your desk, and it's like zoomed in super close.
All right.
You could just go with light blue too.
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I think light purple might be what because I'm using it's basically purple on the base. I'll just. I asked my grandma, I was like, "Hey, you have this Tupperware lid. Can I keep it?" And she said yes, and I've just been destroying it ever since. With so many.
That shit'll come off. It'll come off. No problem.
Yeah, it's all acrylic, and it's easy to come off. It looks better in person anyway.
I think it looks more interesting. You should have done it on the top, so then it could just been how it looks now. Let's see.
Well, I guess that's my legacy on the internet, man.
What?
No, I'm going through like old YouTube videos, and like 7 years ago, I did a super cut of every single time Kanye West makes a honk noise in his songs.
And you did a great service. What's wrong?
Here it is. It's 15 seconds long, and it has 125,000 views.
Oh, damn.
And I'm like, well, this is the most successful thing I've ever done, and that's really sad.
I'm very proud of you. Kanye West would be proud.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
I feel like that's what greets you when you enter hell.
Oh God, I hope so.
That's at the end of that boat ride. Yeah, rough.
All right. So,
You guys watch horror movies? Horror
yeah,
movies?
all the time.
Oh man, we watched Heredity. Let's talk about Heredity.
Ooh.
I have not seen Heredity. That's the one I have.
No, leave the chat.
I want to see Us.
What's that?
I want to see that new Jordan Peele movie.
Yes,
Isn't it the sequel to?
Because I want to see it with you. That's why I'm not being. I guess it's still creepy, but yeah, I'm being creepy about it. Yes, I want to see that, and I would see it.
Live in a slightly cheaper place.
I mean,
You're dragging everyone tonight.
Wait, what?
Did you say live in a slightly cheaper place?
Well, no, what I'm saying is come out to California, not live in New York.
Wait a minute. You're confused. California is more expensive to live in than New York.
Is it? Oh
Yes.
no. Hey Vin, you got any open spots in New York?
Oh, how the turntables have turned.
I'm sorry, I've been kind of mean tonight.
That's not. I think it's hilarious that you think that.
Well, okay.
Sweet
I'm
baby.
kind of a blundering fool sometimes, and I just go like smashing through things, and I'm never sure if I've done damage. Let's see.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but I do want to see that. It is not a sequel to Get Out. It is completely different.
Okay, but I heard it was like a, I don't know, something, whatever.
Well, it's by the same. It's by the same person, by the same. What is it? Director, writer? Did he do both?
I don't know. He's heavily, yeah.
Yeah.
Writer and director.
I finally saw it. I finally saw Get Out. I had not seen it, so I got to watch it at work, which was amazing. And I was blown away by it. And then I saw, I own The Witch. It's the last movie I bought on DVD because I loved it so much. I wanted to support it. And a lot of people didn't. They're like, ugh, old English. I'm like, y'all are fucking uneducated bitches. Like, it's not even old English.
Here, Vin, you got loud stuff going on.
Yeah, I'm putting it down now.
Okay, sorry.
There we go.
Did you guys see Black Klansman?
No, I want to though.
It's super good. I bought it on DVD.
Was
just 'cause
that,
I like.
did Spike Lee do that?
Yeah, it was a it was a more recent Spike Lee movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I was interested.
Yeah, it's super good. It's based on true events, but it's like obviously super like it's like boiled it all down, you know.
Yeah, dumbed down. Yeah, they'd have to for split. It's
Well, yeah,
about
but it's good. I like it a lot. And they also at the end of the movie they like tie it into real world events, you know, which is really good.
Mm.
And they have David Duke played by that one dude from That's So 70s Show.
Oh,
like the main-ish guy.
Topher Grace?
Yeah, he's David Duke in that movie.
Oh wow, I
Like,
can see you
straight
being a
up.
white supremacist.
Yeah, because the whole thing is like the main character like calls the Klan on the phone, or he like to get like a membership, and the person who picks the phone happens to be David Duke in the earlier days of the Klan when he's trying to be more personable, and like they become best friends and stuff. Even though the main character is a black guy.
But he's really good at white phone voice. It's
Yeah, he's like he does like a nasally like hello. And there's a point in the movie where like
a white man.
yeah, David Duke's like, you know how I can tell you're a white man? He goes, tell me. And he goes, a lot of people they don't pronounce or when they say things they go "ara." They put an A on the end of things. And he like and then at the like I don't know. I thought it was funny because the guy's just like got a smug like shit-eating grin on his face the entire time Duke is like telling him like how he can tell he's white. It's a very good movie.
Yes, I'm sure.
All right.
My favorite movie that I've watched way too many times. It's like so funny. The movies that I keep rewatching are Steel Magnolias, Django Unchained, and fucking the other one. I'm blanking. Oh, The Blair Witch Project. Those are the movies I watch the most. Like I watch them maybe once a month. I couldn't tell you why. Why those three? I have no idea. Except for that Blair Witch is great because I love that people are bad at camping. And they would have died anyway because had there been no witch, they're just stupid fucking kids on drugs.
I love when that movie came out and everyone was like, yeah, they would like everyone bought into this idea that a studio would actually release a video that's basically a snuff film.
Yeah, but I mean, yes and no, but yeah.
Here, wait. I'm gonna go use the restroom. You guys can talk about how you're gonna do while I'm gone.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gone. Sorry to cut you off. Okay.
We're footage in the woods, and we're gonna make a movie out of it.
Right. No, I agree. It was. They gave it high praise and like called it like pioneering and cheap filmmaking, and like I can say that's a thing. But you know what makes me sad is like we'll take the newer example, which is Paranormal Activity, where they took the same idea, but they used like security footage as well. Now, I don't hate the concept, and to be honest with you, I actually really like the lore of Paranormal Activity, but you have to actually watch every single one of them to get the entirety of the lore. And who's got that kind of fucking time? Like,
well, that's the thing. I don't.
yeah, exactly. So if you had to watch those movies to understand and feel like, wow, that's actually very interesting and I want to know more, you have to watch 1 and 2. You can't miss 2. It's really important because it's happening almost simultaneously with the first one. And it's very interesting. And the things they did that were subtly creepy are things that, you know, other movies and film have done since. Like the thing with the girl standing next to the bed for 3 hours in the middle of the night just hovering over the boyfriend. I was like, no, fuck that shit. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, that is the shit of nightmares for realsies. And I loved that. There's so many great concepts in horror, but I'm just glad to see movies like Get Out and Us and The Witch and Heredity come out, because it's been so long since we've had like horror that's not just like, my name is Big Tits McGee and some guy is like murdering us and I don't know why. I'm gonna fuck this guy now. You know?
I know. You're gonna see that in the Babadook.
Oh, the Babadook. Okay. Loved it. Problematic though. Like, I am very confused by the ending. Like, is that in her head? Is there an entity? Like, I feel like it's kind of like a choose your own adventure where you're left to decide it yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So it's like, it could just be a commentary on fucking clinical depression brought on by the death of a loved one.
Yeah, but the Babadook as a person, I love that the Babadook was co-opted by gay people.
Oh, I know, because of that accident where they put it in the you know the story, right? Why?
No, I actually don't. I just thought like gay people co-opted the Babadook.
No, the story is that somebody at Netflix accidentally put the Babadook movie under LGBT films.
Oh.
That's why the Babadook was taken by the community. Which I think is amazing.
From Baba Shook.
It's just so good. I love that. I have no issue with that at all.
I'm back.
Funny. Welcome back.
All right.
Oh, you fucking clown. Not you. I'm talking, I don't know if my screen is showing, but
I want to know how you know what my fucking weekend job is. Like,
but I don't know if my screen is showing, but I'm fighting a clown right now.
I know. That game was terrible. I used to suck at that game in particular.
My heart was a clown.
Godspeed to you for playing it. Damn it, I keep making this stupid ginger the wrong goddamn color.
No.
Pale. You need to be very pale. That's it. Yes. Pasty.
How would you draw this clown with big tits? What?
Because sometimes clowns are horny.
If they made a vinyl figure of that fucking fat clown, though, I'd be about it.
They probably have, honestly.
Like, literally.
I'm sure someone on Etsy is.
Venus of Woolendorf.
Yeah.
So good. Love it.
Let's
I don't
see.
know how do I want to... Maybe I'll gradient cell shade this.
I'm finally going to use my gold. And
Ooh.
I know.
Are you going to do cool patterns on the ropes?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I've been thinking about a logo. I'm not sure yet.
Oh, sorry, guys.
I'm going to do a gold trim. I do realize I'm just completely ripping off Double King's thing with the gold robe. You ever seen Double King? It's a very good short, but
No.
it's super good. You ever seen Felix Colgrave stuff?
No.
You'd like Felix Colgrave. He does like tween animation, but he does it really well.
Why don't you just you can load up the video just like Vin did with their the Kanye video.
Let me see.
And then it'll be loud enough that it'll probably take over the screen so we can see it. If
Okay,
it's not long, why not?
how do you do such a thing?
Well, the screen you're sharing, you have to put the video on it.
I see. Wait, no.
And if you have your headphones in, it might be a problem. You might need to let your.
Nah, I'm not wearing headphones.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's why.
I don't know why I said that with such conviction, like I'm an anti.
Because you really fucking wanted me to know. What happened to the clowns?
I shut the game off. I'm gonna maybe do Marble Blast next.
Too frustrated with clowns.
Too much.
Too
He
frustrated.
also did a Cypress Hill video, which was really good. I'm not really a Cypress Hill fan, but that particular song is very good.
I don't know what that is either.
Cypress Hill, they did a Insane in the Membrane.
Oh shit! Insane in the Brain. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I need that. I need that reference. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing anyone knows them for. Okay, so let's see. So I loaded up on the screen that I'm doing my stuff on.
Right.
Okay, so let's do screen share, and then we're gonna go screen 1, share, and then. Oh god,
Oh.
I've taken it too far. Okay, so now what?
I got it.
Okay, can you hear it? I don't know.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? Very good. Essentially, the
Fucking
whole
Betty Boop ass shit right here.
yeah, it's super good. The music is very good. Just
Whoa.
imagine it being good.
I can't hear anything, but I don't. But that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's worth checking out on its own, but it's like a 10-minute video.
I can absolutely see why you like this.
Yeah, and the whole cool thing about it too is that the whole joke is that all he wants to do is get more power and crowns.
Yeah, sure. Don't we all? Oh my god. I want that fucking front door real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, then all the kingdoms, every time he takes a kingdom's crown, they're like these like noblemen cult people come to his castle and try to pay him tribute.
Nice.
Yeah, but Felix Palgrave is a very talented animator. And Devil King is a super good piece of work. And its soundtrack is all like done, I think done by him or done by people that he knows. It's all very good.
Like that sweet, sweet Toby Fox shit. Oh, so good. God damn it. Stop being weird.
Alright. Oh, and then the one that I thought Vin might like. You see, a lot of his older stuff is kind of like it's definitely like very talented but very of its time. But
yeah, Mark really respects me, but only your opinion matters here, Vin.
Well, no, I respect you, but I thought of Vin when I saw this particular video.
Is that a giant Marge Simpson?
Hold on. The joke will hit you in time.
Marge Blimson?
Fuck you. You got it.
What is happening? Oh. Those are dark days.
All right. No more me forcing you to watch it. But the Cypress Hill one is very good. I actually watched this.
Just poke. Wow, I said that word so many times. It's still the wrong word. Post the link in the chat so that Vin and I can look at it at our leisure when we can actually hear it.
Yes, that'll be a huge bonus. Let me get in there, do my thing. I love how you can watch me struggle live. Oh no. Okay.
Struggle is real.
Struggle is indeed actualized.
These are facts. Yeah.
That's the Cypress Hill one, and then let me get Double King out there, which is the main event.
BIOS. What is in here?
Share. What is Share doing nowadays?
Should I play
Who knows? Tony Hawk Underground 2 online.
Tony Hawk Underground 2 online. I should download that. I have no excuse.
And I know it exists.
Oh, my hands hurt just looking at Marvel vs. Capcom. But I want to play as Jill because I want to get Mr. fucking Nemesis to help my ass.
Marvel vs. Capcom, I don't think I could control the volume on that.
No, I don't know if I have a problem with that.
Also, I mean, I could just put in headphones, but I don't. I left my headphones at work, so that's
No,
gonna.
it's okay.
I'm dumb. I was gonna be like, you can borrow some of mine. I have an extra pair.
Take this from Hammerspace, please.
I'll 3D print it for you.
You play Mr. Driller. Let me see if that'll work. Where's my PlayStation emulator? Oh, or I'll play some Vectrex games. Let's go old school.
Okay, let's do some gold painting, baby.
None of these characters have blush. Why does no one believe in blush? Fucking Ginger's blush. Most of the time. All the time.
It's time for you to bring it back, baby. Do your thing.
Yeah, your blush color.
Work off pole position, space war.
Yeah. Oh god, what is that color? Holy Jesus.
What?
Bruise color.
Oh.
Make it look like fucking true Irish wife from like the 1940s. There we go. Needs a black eye. Jeez. Fucking Angela's ashes up in here.
Oh, there is a little noise. Let me.
Oh, I love it. So happy. Oh, I miss it. Been so happy. Whoa. That's a cool game. I like the nature of it.
Yeah, it's It's emulating an old video game system from 1982 that had vector graphics.
That's dope.
I want to say it's the Cazador, but I know it's not. Or Commodore? Sorry, why is it
No,
Cazador?
it's the Vectrex.
Vectrex. That's right. You just heard that. The fool.
Pink lips. I need to draw this girl's eyes in. She's giving me the creeps.
The bleeps, the creeps.
Oh, look like that.
She got them. Bitch got them Momo eyes.
Momo eyes.
I don't. So the character I'm drawing, I will show you the actual drawing. The drawing I am basing it off of is. Please don't be a dick. Take it over here. There. That redheaded girl at the bottom is the character.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what she's wearing. I think she's wearing plaid. I'm not clear on.
I thought it was a tunic, like a medieval tunic.
Maybe, but the other characters have more modern clothing. Like Casper straight up has a polo on. Look at Asher. You know that's the bitch I would try to fucking marry. You fucking bitch. I love you. Not Otis. Otis will die alone. He's in need of a goatee real bad. Straight up. No, I don't know. I don't know why they followed me, this gaming company, but the pixel work is really strong. Like, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they need a character designer on the team.
There's a good game that's coming out that they released a demo of it for free. I think it's just one guy's making it, and it's called Pizza Tower.
Oh yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, and I love the pixel art style in that game.
Oh no. I'm sorry. That's so mean. I'm laughing. So this character's name, this Irish girl, who should probably be named something very Irish, her name is Ember Kai. Like Ember and then the word Kai, Kai. All one word. Ember Kai.
It's like It sounds like a female wrestler or something.
A female wrestler or a fucking AOL AIM screen name.
I was gonna say like a karate studio in a strip mall, but
that's not fair because Cobra Kai just came out onto YouTube. You don't deserve to use any Karate Kid references. You're too young. You don't get that.
What are you talking about? I watched Three Ninjas.
I love you so much for watching Three Ninjas. I love it.
Isn't there like literally a scene in that movie where isn't there a movie in that scene where they all are all in full ninja gear and they like sneak onto a cargo ship or something?
Are you talking about that one or the terrible, terrible sequel?
Oh yeah, there were like several terrible sequels to that.
Yeah.
I know.
And I saw all of them.
The only good one is the one that's got fucking motherfucking Pat Morita in it, which is #1.
Isn't Hulk Hogan in one of them?
Oh my god, I hope not. Probably.
Potentially. Hulk Hogan did a lot of things.
He certainly did do a lot of things.
He's a terrible, terrible man.
Yeah,
I'm so sad.
Yep.
WWE is willing to accept him back.
No, and my bestie's boyfriend loves wrestling, and he knows that I love Hulk Hogan. Like, I used to love him as a kid. I thought he was the beast. Like, my favorite part of fucking is it Rocky? I think it's Rocky 3 is when Rocky Balboa goes up against the Hulk Hogan character. It's like one of my favorite scenes in cinema.
Your lips.
It's like having the hot girls lick his wounds practically. I'm like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, his name is Thunderlips.
Yeah, he got me a fucking Hulkamania shirt. And I was so excited. I like wore it every time I went to the gym that week. Like, and I would just wash it and wear it again. I would wear it, and then all that shit came out about him being super racist. I'm like, oh man. You have to go in the pile with my Paula Deen cake book.
I know, super racist, and that like weird sex tape of his.
Yeah.
You know, it's also kind of one of those things where it's like, I feel like, especially now with such a politically charged climate, a lot of like people who really didn't have a political opinion, it didn't really matter, all of a sudden do, and it's like, oh, that stinks. All right, well,
I know, it's like I need to know that like Pat Sajak is a fucking hardcore right wing guy.
Why does Metallica have to have a fucking like stand up for our president kind of mentality? Just be Metallica.
Well, they've ever since they had the whole thing about the music issue back when South Park brought it up. I don't think anyone's really taken Metallica seriously since then.
Yeah.
Honestly, I never thought Metallica was that hardcore.
I have never fucking heard a song from Metallica that made me go, wow, these guys are fucking geniuses.
Well, they sound like it's like safe metal, if I had to guess, honestly.
You guys aren't Iron Maiden. You aren't banned in country. It's like, fuck you. What do you know?
Even fucking like, what's Big Lips, Big Throat Man's band?
What? Big Lips, Big Throat Man.
Yeah, that's
real sexy. He needs
right away.
Aerosmith, yeah.
Oh,
that's like his whole.
Like you're a little jaded.
Shut up.
Oh, my baby.
I'm gonna stop painting and I'm gonna switch over to my tablet because painting is proving not very fruitful tonight.
Well, all right.
Let's do my thing. Yeah. Also, Neil Cicierega and company are doing this video show called what is it? The Vidnight Society, where they watch old music videos that they think didn't get enough credit.
I was going to be so excited if it was an Are You Afraid of the Dark were you watching?
No, that'd be awesome. But they're just going and watching old music videos and talking about them, like ones that really didn't get the popularity they deserve. Whew.
So it's like fucking Beavis and Butthead and Pop-Up Video made a love child. That's amazing.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I miss Pop-Up Video. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop-Up Video is good.
Loved it.
Let's see. They did Lionel Richie dancing on the ceiling. Peter Gabriel, Big Time. Aerosmith, Living on the Edge.
I love
What's
the Big Time video.
What's the song that Mick Jagger did with fucking David Bowie where they're dancing
Dancing in the street.
very homosexually, which I am about. I was like, please tell me y'all got high and ate each other's asses, because I would have watched that music video. Do it. I was really surprised by how charged it was.
Okay, let's do it.
What happened?
Nothing.
Is this too loud?
It was.
It's never loud enough.
I love your enthusiasm for loud stuff.
Look at that shit. Look at them.
There we go. Is this loud enough that you can hear it, but not like overpowering?
That's good. Man, you don't know something? Nothing makes me feel less unique than seeing other people's YouTube recommended, because it's exactly what mine is.
Well, to be fair, I have like nothing. Like I haven't watched anything really on this account. If we go to my, I'll go to my other account in a minute.
And we'll just see all the crazy shit you get up to.
All that YouTube, all that hot YouTube porn.
All that, yeah, that we all know is lurking just beneath the surface. Next.
Everything I have is like Markiplier playthroughs and Resident Evil 2 and Red Dead Redemption 2 videos.
Yeah, what do I know? What do I have?
Did you know that Markiplier's brother does a furry comic? It's been running for a very long time.
Huh.
When I was in middle school, I found it and I read it, and that was before Markiplier was famous. So I was like really into his brother's comic. I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then there was one day Markiplier was on one of his videos, and he was like, and this is my brother. And I was like, wait, what? What?
Mm.
What are you talking about, Mark?
Mine's
Marky Moo. I just love it.
Vine sauce videos, soccer videos, craft videos of like people building shit.
Awesome.
Which I'm very obsessed with those YouTube channels.
Have you ever watched the Kaizo Mario shit?
Yes.
See, my favorites, I stand true to Proton John, because like he was the first guy I watched do it, and it's hilarious. I love it so much. Kaizo Mario looks like just a goddamn mindfuck. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I'm strong enough.
I've got some Pro Jared in here.
That name sounds familiar.
I used to watch Peanut Butter Gamer too.
Peanut Butter Gamer, Brutal Moose. Got some wrestling content. As seen on TV reviews, which I get into a huge wormhole of looking up.
Because you want to know.
I do.
Do you ever look up cyst videos? That's my favorite thing to do.
Cyst videos? What?
Cyst videos, like when they pop cysts.
Oh, every once in a while.
I really love that, and ever since like Dr. Pimple Popper came out, like I've challenged coworkers because we get yogurt for free at work, and I said, okay, here's the challenge: you have to sit through a Dr. Pimple Popper segment and eat this yogurt. You have to do it at the same time. You have to watch and eat that fucking yogurt. I'm like, can you do it? I have made so much money illegally gambling on this in my office. Like last week, I made like $100. It was great.
Oh, nice.
I know. I'm like, $20 says you can't do it. People are like, oh, $20. I can eat this yogurt. I literally had a coworker to spit the yogurt back up into the cup. I'm like, yes. Give me
Should I eat ice cream?
ice cream. I have ice cream. Oh my god.
I do too. I have peanut butter chocolate ice cream that I'm very excited.
Is it from fucking Baskin Robbins? I'm so jealous of it.
No, it's I've been trying to eat better, so it's like a light one. I tried those Halo Top coconut ones. They're garbage. I do not like them at all.
No, you know they've been having this one. I don't know the brand, but if you got the same one I got, it's at Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. and it's got the penguin logo, and it's like super cheap. And they had a peanut butter chocolate ice cream that I was like blown away. It's like really good and like barely any calories. Like it's a mind fuck how few calories it is. Admittedly, it's mostly like fucking air. But.
You know what I like doing? I've been buying Cool Whip because they have a couple like new flavors of Cool Whip where it's like Cool Whip brownie batter and like Cool Whip Oreo like double stuff.
Yeah.
And you put it in the freezer and it doesn't like get hard. Like it just gets like firm.
That's
So
cool.
it kind of just like turns into ice cream.
Oh, how nice. I like
cool.
Whip.
Also, apparently I'm subscribed to a channel that I've been watching lately that's just a guy reviewing bar soaps.
What? That's amazing.
But like he's so like pretentious about it. Like I love it.
But okay, wait. Is it like Irish Spring? Like how Harry. Oh, and Aveeno. Okay, he is straight up getting this stuff from fucking Bargain Market. Like every now and then they have all of these brands.
Oh yeah, he goes to like high class places too, and he goes to like Sephora to get stuff.
Oh,
He'll get stuff online. Like he basically like every 3 day, like in 3 day increments, he'll test out different bar soaps. I
mean, to each their own. That's actually kind of amazing because bar soap can be really bad for your skin. So
yeah,
you really got to look and see what to do. Where's my dog? Dog, where are you? Still in the living room. Okay.
You guys want to see some of the Cool Johns I pumped out?
yes.
Jobs?
Cool Johns.
Oh, Cool John! I love Cool John.
Yeah,
More
so
than I've
this is
seen.
yeah. These are the ones I'm going to use for the zine. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, nice text at lunch. Let's see.
Oh,
Here's him watching his dog eat.
so cute.
And then I'm going to do. I have a full list I just wrote out.
I want Cool John to be in Monster Prom because I want to take him to Monster Prom.
Morning. Whoa, wait a minute. What's going on here?
Morning coffee.
Oh, okay.
And then it's the void, and then
Okay.
No.
In fairness, goddamn, that looks like a pee-pee.
I know.
That's how Cool John was born.
I was gonna say you better change that morning coffee to morning wood. That is
That's amazing. He should always have a bend in his neck unless it's first thing in the morning.
Oh no! I feel like I have to go like this now for Cool John to not be horrible in the morning.
I mean, he is super phallic. Like
I actually think that's a better angle for the drawing.
I love it. You know, that's so cool too, because like you can literally look at your finger and make hook hand and like figure out what his neck is doing.
Well, originally Cool John was supposed to be the mythos was he's actually like a hand puppet. Because his original drawing, he's very lumpy and weird at the shoulders.
And oh, that's so creepy.
Yeah, but then I was like, I just like the fact he's this noodle neck man who's living his life.
You should do Cool John in Super Smash Brothers.
Cool
I know exactly what Cool John would wear to a comic convention.
What would Cool John wear?
I'm about to fucking show you.
Actually, I like this doing up neck better because it looks creepy when I do it any other way. Or bent that much. Stop it.
There you go. Oh no, where'd it go? Shit. Why? Why did you do this thing?
Where'd it go? What?
There it goes.
There it is. So good.
Ah.
Yes. He'd be the best Earthworm Jim cosplayer ever. God bless. I miss Earthworm Jim.
Well, there's a reason Earthworm Jim doesn't get talked about that much right now.
Oh, he's the best. I
Well-
also love that his like enemy is a crow, and the crow is just a dick who wants to eat him.
Wait,
Well,
so wait.
the creator of Earthworm Jim, who's very problematic right now.
What did he do?
Oh no, he's not related to fucking more fucking little girl rape shit, is he?
No, but just he's very like transphobic on Twitter, and is like, "What? I don't get it. They're boys and girls. They're not."
Oh no.
He literally put an earthworm into a muscle man suit, and he's transphobic. Like, what is the matter with you? You
Back
Exactly.
in the whole
created a
from.
trans creature. Like, I don't understand.
I don't know. I think it's fucking stupid when people don't even have the don't even take the time to try to learn.
Yeah, when they're just like, "Oh, whoa, what's the big deal?" It's like, well, I don't know, 100,000 people are screaming at you that you're wrong right now.
Yeah.
What happens if I just YouTube pizza? What comes up?
Do that.
Well, Home Run's Pizza Party song.
I love the Home Runs Pizza Party song.
P-I-Z-Z-A-P-A-R-T-Y. If you got a blunt, then we can get high. If you want to come, then pick up the phone. Don't get caught with the whack cow zone. It's
You know who
such a
that
good
is?
It's the Vampire Weekend guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I was dating somebody who was like, check this out. And I was like, oh, man. First time I was in a car with someone smoking weed was that song.
Huh.
I almost smoked weed, but I was too much of a pansy.
I love the picture of this giant pizza too.
It's such a good Rachel, I don't know if you've heard this song, but it is such a good classic party song.
P-I-Z-Z-A-P-R-T-Y. If you got a blunt, don't get high. If you wanna come, then pick up the phone. Don't get caught with the whack cow zone. P-I-Z-Z-A-P-R-T-Y. If you got a blunt, get high. If you wanna come, then pick up the phone. Don't get caught with the whack cow zone. Where'd you get that fresh pepperoni? Your toppings are ill, but your cheese is homely. Only order one slice when you're feeling lonely, cause the sausage tastes like stale bologna. Still.
I'm not going to say my life is enriched by it.
Not a fan?
You know,
Rightfully so.
I have a problematic thing about weed culture in general. I think that the culture of weed is really turning people, you know, into demonizing it. And I know quite a few people that literally only use a fucking couple hits of a joint to go to sleep. Like, but they need it because they have extreme anxiety. So it's like, I feel like the culture is frustrating. People are like, well, yeah, people, it's like drug industry, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, some people need it. You need your fucking depression pills. Some people rather have weed because it doesn't make them a fucking hormone mess, you know?
Yeah, that song's also from like the 90s.
Well, no, that's, again, it's perpetuating a specific culture of weed intake, which I can appreciate. That's okay. Like, I understand. It's just not my thing. Like, the only movie about weed that I have ever liked, or drinking, or anything like that, was Super Troopers, because it's glorious and I love it. But
Is anyone good?
I may have a different pizza. Well, I may have a different pizza band that you might like then.
Okay.
That doesn't do weed.
You're gonna blow me away with some pizza right now?
Yeah.
Please don't make me order a fucking pizza, because no one is delivering it.
Have you heard of Personal and the Pizzas?
No.
They're basically like a rip on like the Ramones and like the Stooges.
Oh, okay.
And they have songs like Pepperoni Eyes.
Amazing.
I Can Read.
What?
I Don't Want to Be No Personal Pizza. Here's a little Pepperoni Eyes.
Pepperoni, 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 pepperoni. She's got the little pepperoni eyes. Pepperoni.
Radio show.
Pepperoni.
I mean, on top of the fact that the art is amazing,
Let me check out what's going on.
I do like that art.
it's really
Okay,
very
garbage
underground
man.
comic. Complete lack of understanding of depth perception, but in a way that makes sense for them.
Oh yeah,
Good
it's my
stuff.
favorite like type of art. That like high school drawing in your notebook art.
I need to find pictures of people holding coffee mugs.
But they just have like a great like greaser aesthetic. Like they do like a lot of like skits before at the top of their songs. Like what's the one song? It's like nobody hurts my baby but me. Like
Oh my
stuff like that.
Amazing.
I love a band with a theme. Get into that stuff.
Does this sweet angel need an upper lip? I think we're gonna go with it. We're gonna-
John Waters in personal reviews.
And welcome to Burger Boogaloo. Wow.
What the fuck?
I want to go to Burger Boogaloo.
I was just gonna say I had no idea this clip existed 10 seconds ago, and all of a sudden it's John Waters and his first words out of his mouth are "Welcome to Burger Boogaloo."
I don't know who John Waters is.
I'm John Waters, and I feel like Ellen DeGeneres tonight. Really, like,
What?
I feel like Ellen DeGeneres tonight. That's amazing.
Has nothing to do with what's going on. Just kind of feeling it.
This year's theme, as you can see, gone shrimping. That's slang for toe sucking, in case you didn't know.
No.
It's a foot fetish. I've had it in my own movies. In Margot Trasho, Mary Vivian Pierce got her shoes wet for 10 whole minutes. Today, I'll be introducing each group, sort of like Bob Hope on dope, really. Jimmy Fallon, who's already fallen. And I will give you a fun fact about shrimping before each band comes out. I'm a shrimp pimp looking for some toe-sucking action tonight here.
Live your bliss, my man.
Yeah. I mean, I would expect nothing less from John Waters.
I want no toe sucking to be involved. That's all I ask from this entire world. I have had that done sexually once, and it's like when a video game breaks immersion. That's what it feels like.
Because I would imagine you just started giggling. You're like, what's going on here?
No, it's more like, that's disgusting. That lives in my shoe normally. Like, I don't want you.
And now it lives in their mouth.
That's, oh, no.
I mean, people do butt stuff, and that's where poop comes from.
Yeah, but why does that bother me less? It bothers me less because I believe that hole exists to also be fucked. I don't believe a toe belongs
So
in
you're
that.
saying if toes had holes in them,
What?
if toes
If
had
toes had
holes,
holes in them.
No, I'm saying that your ass is a hole that could fit a dick. Whereas, like, yes, I could fit a toe in my mouth, but that doesn't mean I should put it in there. Similar to a fucking steel marble. I should not put it in my mouth, even though I could.
Yeah. Well,
Very
don't put
true.
it in your nose.
is that a dangerous thing?
I mean, if you want to completely wreck your fucking capillaries in your nose, sure. That's your life. And I appreciate, you know what? Anyone with a foot fetish out there, if I am insulting you or making you feel sad about yourself, just know this is my hang up because I have had roommates that have had really disgusting feet. Like they take their shoes off without socks on by the door and walk their stank ass feet through the whole house. And I go straight to that in my mind every time I see a foot come near my mouth. And I can't. I can
No, I get it because I know a female friend of mine who confided in me she's like, I will do disgusting shit, but I will not touch feet. Don't even if I'm with someone they're leaving their socks on, but like they're telling me that they would do like literally like the most disgusting things possible, but just no feet. Like that's just the hardest limit to them.
That's so interesting. See, like it's not like I'll rub a foot. I will do anything else that a foot can do feasibly, you know, in a sexual situation. Like one of my favorite things to do is like rub my foot on the back of a calf, like in the right position. Just like to let you know if my hands are busy that I'm still there with you in the moment. Like that wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, disgusting, don't touch me with your feet. I feel differently. I just don't want it anywhere where the mouth is. That's all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know a few people that are weird about feet, like girls that just refuse to get pedicures because they can't imagine anyone having to touch their feet because feet are disgusting. And I'm like, I don't have a problem with my feet because I know my feet are fucking clean. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's kind of like the fear of spiders. Like I remember being a kid and I wasn't afraid of spiders. And then my mom perpetuated my fear of spiders by saying that if I'm not careful, a spider's going to bite me and I'm going to be in a lot of pain for a long time.
Honestly, growing up in California, being an elementary schooler, at least when I grew up, my greatest fear was running into a brown recluse. That was my greatest fear.
Super. I don't think they're indigenous to this area.
I remember seeing quite a few when I was a kid, and then all of a sudden I didn't see any. I don't know. It was weird.
So before we get off feet for a second,
okay.
My when I worked at a startup with a couple of friends of mine for like a year and a half, we had a landlord who would come in all the time to collect the rent every month, and he was also like I don't want to say a failed musician, but like he would put up like YouTube videos and make us watch them. And this is one of the videos he made.
Is it him sucking toe?
No.
Show me your feet. I'm looking for feet. I want your feet. I want some big feet, little feet, young feet, old feet, clean feet, dirty feet. I want your feet. Feet. I've been on my feet. I need a treat, something to eat, but I can't eat my feet. No, I can't eat my feet. I can't eat my feet. Show me your feet. Feet in the street, feet on the internet, feet that are dry.
Like he just took his camera and just went into New York City and just started like filming people's feet and made a video out of it.
See, and like that video doesn't bother me right up until that fucking asshole goes into the nail salon. Like that's the part
he's like going into stores and nail salons, like filming people's feet.
Skeevy. I would go like that guy's gonna fucking masturbate to my feet later, and I am not okay with it. Do you remember that episode of fucking King of the Hill where Peggy is a foot model and is straight up like a fetish foot website?
She has just no idea.
That's one of my favorite episodes. So good.
Someone posted on it was going around Twitter, so I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but someone posted a King of the Hill clip where Hank's driving away from a pimp who's chasing him. And he like stops at a light that's about to turn red, and Peggy's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I've got him right where I want him, Peggy." And then like right as the light's about to change, he drives past it, and he's like, thank God." And the guy keeps chasing him. He's like, "What? He just ran a red light. You can't do that."
One of my favorite King of the Hill bits is the one where Bobby takes the class at the YMCA, the women's self-defense class.
Yes.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Yes, that's so strong.
I don't know you.
There's a T-shirt for that. It's like Bobby's Academy of self-defense, and it says that. It's amazing.
My friend had a patch on her vest that said, it was Bobby Hill's face, and it said, "That's my purse. I don't know you." But my favorite part of that episode is that Bobby gets really good at fighting other kids, and like he straight up like just uses that technique all the time. And there's a point where Hank finds out, and he's like, "Oh, Bobby's been getting into fights and he's winning. I'm so proud." And then Hank finds out how, and he tries to like teach his son how to properly fight.
Yeah.
And Bobby just kicks his dad in the nuts.
Amazing. I love that episode. I love Bobby, but it's sad because like he's never accepted by his father. Like the whole series is just not really accepted.
Have you seen the finale? The finale is really heartwarming.
But it's like not really a finale. Like it wasn't supposed to be the finale.
Yeah, but it's I think it worked, you know.
Yeah, no, it did. I mean, absolutely, it worked. And the show has so much heart. Like I really do love it.
It's so unique.
I understand, but
yeah.
It's definitely a look into a fucking small pond. And I love the fact that like Bill Dauterive used to be like the fucking level-headed one, and now he's a garbage old man who's like lonely.
夏野郎みたいなちまちましたせこいタバコの吸い方をするんだ。どういうことだよ。お前の吸い方がなってないってことを言ってるんだよ。何にしても物にはやり方ってものがある。たとえ悪いことでもだ。
Why would someone upload this?
For the Japanese folks who want to watch King of the Hill.
Yeah, I love. Well, Hank Hill does have a Japanese brother. Maybe that's all they needed.
That's true. He does. Forgot about that.
Yeah, I did not forget.
And I love their bonding moment too. Is like Hank's brother is like they're like at odds the whole episode. And then eventually like he learns to like kind of like respect Hank, and then Hank's like, we could build like a robot that's powered by propane. And his brother's like, that's stupid. And then he hurts Hank's feelings, but he's like, but maybe we could. And it's like their brotherly moment.
I like
that. That's as warm as it's gonna get with Hank Hill.
Yeah. I like that his father has a new kid and names him Good Hank.
Yeah.
You're
good, Hank. Yeah, his dad's a fucking Cotton's the worst.
I'm so sad. Speaking of music and great things earlier, that like that documentary had come out about like the kid who was like at Neverland Ranch, and like all that shit about him being a fucking pedophile is true, and I'm like, no.
Oh, that's confirmed finally.
Yeah, they had a documentary about the kid who used to live with them, and apparently I haven't watched it, but from the way the previews are showing, I'm like, oh god, we're gonna hear some dark mess.
It's fucking awful.
It is, and I'm not one of those people, and I had someone fucking try to shame me about the other day, like, well, yeah, but you're a big fan of Michael Jackson. Are you a big fan now? Like, yeah, bitch, I still like his music. Do you know how many fucking disgusting men are in the music industry? I still listen to CeeLo Green, and he's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Like, I can't help but say, like, you can say fucking Michael Jackson's a pedophile. I will say it with you, but I will also say he's still the fucking king of pop. Like,
did you watch the R. Kelly interview?
Oh, geez, no, I haven't. I love R. Kelly too. It's so sad.
He's like, do you feel guilty about anything? Like, what do you feel guilty of? He's like, the only thing I'm guilty of is having a big heart. I got a big heart, and I let too many people into my life. It's like, yeah, but
he is a pedophile.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking dark, R. Kelly.
Didn't you like this is not new information. Like he married Aaliyah when she was 15.
Yeah.
And then put out an album called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
Yeah, he's a bastard. I don't know, man. I have a weird relationship with, not a weird relationship, but me personally, I feel like you can't separate art from the artist, and that's just my personal opinion of it. Like, I feel like it's like, yes, art is like a separate piece of content, but it came from that person, and it's like promoting it also promotes that person.
Yeah,
which
like I'm never gonna. Like, my stance is I'll never buy any Michael Jackson or R. Kelly music ever again. But like, if I steal it, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna support them.
Well,
like,
and it's so hard because like you could argue that you should never listen to anything from Sony if you feel that way. Like the way that fucking Kesha was treated. Like, that bitch was straight up raped by multiple people, and no one fucking gave a shit. And she lost her fucking lawsuit. Like, that's it. She's fucking done unless she self-produces herself. Like, that's it. But everyone's still fucking listening to Sony shit and buying their music. So it's like,
I don't know. I feel like like a good example of that was, at least in my life, was when I was in high school. There was this really good band called Power Bottom, super good. Like they were going to be queer music's introduction to the mainstream, is how it felt. Like they were like really good, very like good music, very like good live shows, very good atmosphere, very good everything. They were cool. I was super into them. And then they just this thing came out about their about one of their singers, because it's a 2-person band, and he was like, I think the first thing was he was violating fans at shows, and then he was like,
I heard about this.
Yeah, doing a bunch of creepy stuff, and it just all this stuff came out right before their premiere album was about to come out. Everything, all the fans were like, okay, here's everything we have on them, because this is like all the bad stuff that no one's talking about. It literally, it's such a tragic story, because their album was about to drop. It's gonna be so good. The day before their album dropped, all this came out. Label dropped them, Spotify dropped them, everybody just was like, sorry. And then their apology was really half-assed, and
it was terrible. I remember.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I was a fan of them too. I saw them live, because if you look at the screen right now, guess where they popped up on?
What was? Where they pop on? I'm sorry.
They popped up on the special.
Oh, they were on the special? Oh, that sucks.
I know. There've been a couple like not like bad. Like this was a bad situation where like, oh, that's sad that like when people search them, they're gonna find the special now. But like one of the weirdest ones. This is before I started helping out on the working on the show, but Rose McGowan was on an episode.
Oh, Jesus.
And that she basically like had a big hand in starting the Me Too movement. She was an actress who like got fucked up Weinstein, and it's like it's sad because like it's like she's leading the charge, but it's also clear that she has like a lot of mental issues going on because of stuff that's happened to her.
Yeah.
And like this was like all way like pre Me Too, so it wasn't. So she wasn't like in the position she is now. So it's basically like Brett and everyone trying to like be funny around her, and she's kind of like having none of it. It's really awkward.
Oh no, that's so dark. Ugh. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a time and place for that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like you don't shelve that shit, but if you're on a comedy show, don't bring it down. Find a better platform for it.
Yeah.
It depends on the kind of comedy you're doing. It also depends on if you can handle being. It's like I think if you can't handle being roasted, you shouldn't be on a comedy show. You know,
I feel like the kind of humor that the special has, it's out of place. Like if you're like a Chris Gethard type dude, and that's like you're like hard to process stuff is your thing. Like. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, she should have came to Sandwich Night. Really.
Yeah, like I like the special because it's all like skits and characters and bits.
Yeah. She's always been a weirdo. She's always seemed weird to me, but yeah, I guess you would if you were fucking systematically fucking abused.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All credit to her for sure.
This is something it's true that I cannot abide that. It's the fucking hurting children. It's really tough.
Yeah. Don't do it.
No. I mean, I'll beat my own kids, but that's, not where people can see.
I don't know. I've always been really like mixed about that. I don't know if I would hit my kids.
I would at least out of anger once, probably. I know who I am, and I did that. Like, I've had big dogs all my life, and we've always, give them a whack. And the first time I fucking hit my small dog, I hit her so hard, she fucking slid across the floor. And I was so fucking traumatized by it that I said to myself, like, you cannot ever hit her again. Like, she is so very small.
That you were capable of hitting her like that, or just that?
I was angry. She did something I didn't like, and I just fucking, without even thinking, I smacked her like I'd smack a Rottweiler, you know? Because that's
Yeah.
what I'm used to. And it
my dad was
flung her.
Yeah, I don't know. I've like I don't like when people. I mean, okay, not gonna be like, oh, like whatever. What I'm saying is like my parents have kind of done that, but we've always had small animals, and like you can't do that to any capacity. Like they kicked my dad. I remember one day my dad kicked our cat, and I fucking like flipped out on him. I was like,
Well, I wouldn't. I didn't kick her. I
No.
smacked her.
I'm not saying that's what you
But
did.
it was different, you know, and that's the thing. Like, I get what you're saying, and like, it's not something I'm proud of, but
No,
you know,
this
keep
isn't
in mind
nice
that it was a knee jerk, and also you don't know anything about my history, so like when we got mad in my house when I was a kid, it was hitting.
Yeah, no, this is
When
I didn't mean to turn that on you. Sorry.
No, it's fine, but I want it to be clear, and it's really more. I'm not really defending myself either. I know it's not a good characteristic, and I've worked very hard for many years to deal with my temper because it's not pleasant. And I've only recently in these last couple adult years really been able to fucking eat it when I really want to tear someone's asshole wide open. You know what I mean? So this is definitely, you know, for me, this particular event was a turning point because I knew in this moment, like, I don't ever want to feel like this again. I didn't want to do this, but I should never get to this point. It's not worth it to get this angry at this tiny animal for peeing a little. Like it wasn't, or whatever the reason. I forget what she did, but I mean, it wasn't worth what I put myself through emotionally.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you don't remember is probably like it shows the proportion of like what happened, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't. Well, I think what it was is it just no matter what it was not a big enough deal for me to fucking put my hands on her. You know, it's like children, man. It destroys them. It destroys them when you hit them.
Yeah.
You know, I fucking definitely dealt with the anxiety as a child from knowing that physical punishment was in my future for things I did.
It's jarring to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Just there was an age that I have a distinct memory of realizing that like I could finally take on my parents physically.
Yeah.
Because I was an athlete through most of like high school and stuff.
I was an athlete. Yeah.
I never considered myself an athlete, but looking back on it, I did.
But it gave you power for the first time. That's fucking amazing. It's so nice.
My parents weren't like, I was never really hit that often, but it was terrifying because my mom was the one who would go off. My dad was the vocal guy who had anger issues and would like yell, but my mom, she was like raised in a very like half Latino, half white family house. It was really weird. But her dad was like very traditional. Like he'd literally have her go in the backyard and like pick the stick that he was gonna hit her with.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's straight up. My mom's fucking full blood Mexican, dude. I got the spankings with a belt when she was angry at me. It was not cute.
Yeah, no. My mom would do that. My mom would do like. I have a memory of like one time my friends were supposed to come over and I was being a little dick, and my mom was just like, "Okay, your friends are coming over and you're going in your room right now," and I was like, "No," and she went, "Okay," and just like went to the kitchen, grabbed a wooden spoon, and just it was bad. It was very bad, but that was her style, man.
What happened?
Now here's the question.
Should have listened.
I'm going to ask an interesting question. Where did she hit you?
On my butt. And on my legs, thighs, and if you tried to block it, she just hit your hands.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, see, I'll say that about my parents. They never hit me in the head or face. It was the ass, and that was it. Now, the belt was a bit much. You know, I remember how much it hurts to the point now as an adult. And, like, you guys need to understand that I'm a plus-size woman. And there's something about people who make friends with plus-size women, and it's not just me. It's happened to other friends of mine, where they think a way of having camaraderie with us is to slap us on our very large asses.
No, I've seen that. It's true.
I go to a fucking dark place when that happens. Yeah, and exactly, people do it at fucking work.
Yeah, I work in a kitchen, and that's unfortunately one of the things about kitchens is people find it okay to do stuff like that. I recently had to set a lot of boundaries, and I feel you.
Yeah, so I remember very specifically at Trader Joe's, I had a coworker and she thought it'd be cute. She's like, "Oh, Rachel, you're so cute." Smacked me on the ass, and I got in her face. I almost hit her. I was so angry. I was like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are. Like, we're cool, like in a work environment, but you don't ever put your fucking hands on me. If you do it again, I will make sure you get fired. Do you understand? She was like, oh, and see, and then I had to go in the bathroom and cry about it because it takes me right back to being fucking a kid again, you know? And like, it's so embarrassing. Like, I hate that. It's like the shit.
That shit stays with you, man.
It never leaves. Yeah, it's fucked up because I, as an adult woman, I would honestly say to you, like, if anybody fucking lays their hands on me like that, like, we're gonna fight. Like, I'm gonna fucking tear your jugular open with my fucking canines. I will do it. That's fucked up. That's a dark place. That's that angry, dark place. I don't want to be there. It's scary there.
Yeah, I don't know. Growing up is it's a fickle beast.
Well,
Because things stay with you forever.
It depends on the person too, because you and I have an interesting, you know, because we have Latino influences in the child rearing, ways that we were reared, and I have friends who fucking were raised by white parents, and they're emotionally scarred for life, like they're done.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I have the privileges that a lot of like being raised white had, that I can like swear in front of my parents now and stuff.
Yeah,
it's a super white person thing. Like, there's a lot of people who just will never be able to swear in front of their parents.
You're so funny. And it's true. And I never. My parents give me shit about it, but my answer is always the same. Like, you guys, I am an AP English person. Like, I have mastery of the English language. Like, it's not a matter of can I use the words. It's more that I want to use this word that can literally be used as any kind of word. Like, fuck can be used as a noun, a verb, a gerund, an adjective. Like, it's an amazing word. It is all encompassing.
It's like, do you even know what a gerund is, Mom?
Do you know what the fuck a gerund is, Mom?
No one does, and it's so cute.
I didn't know. It's a new one for me, honestly, over here.
Oh, you don't know a gerund? Gerund is a verb that can act like a noun. So, like, I want to go swimming. Like, swimming is the subject of the sentence. So that's what a gerund is.
Time to go flex on my college essays.
Yeah, like or saying that swimming is my favorite thing.
Gerund.
Yeah, gerund. It makes you feel like a fucking big balls brain guy. Real special. I like it.
Yeah, big balls brain guy, come over here.
Big balls, come over here.
You know you want to be fucking referred to. It doesn't matter what gender we are. We all want to be big balls brain guy.
I mean, yeah, he's got the big balls and the brains.
I mean,
I'm the brains of this operation. My name. I'm the balls of this operation.
I'm very sensitive, but I also mean we're strong in other moments.
And I make rash impulse decisions.
Or I'll wince.
Please don't touch me.
Please God.
I'm the balls and the brains of this operation, but I'm very sensitive. Don't touch me.
Please don't talk about my shoes.
Yeah.
I will cry.
Life's hard. Please don't. Not the balls or the brains. Ugh, do I want to give this girl real hair texture? Ugh, they gave her real hair texture, but I hate real hair texture. I'm a cell shader, motherfuckers. I'll just blend it. Hi, Buggy.
Does this read as a blanket, by the way?
Yeah, it did. At first I thought that John was playing video games, and then I remembered he was drinking coffee.
No, I'm the one playing video games.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're right.
Vin, not John. Common.
Oh yeah, I told everybody how I threw you across the bed. Do you remember? Aw, you don't care, huh? You don't care that mommy beats you. You're a good girl. Yeah. She likes to come over to me and like just put her paws up on my thigh and like, hey, I'm still here. Like, yes.
I know you're still there, little one.
Hi, Papa. You're such a good baby. You're such a good baby. Yeah, you're all sweaty. Yucca. Wanna go outside? I'm gonna let her out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Wanna go with pee-pee? Wanna go pee-pee? Oh, mommy's old.
What time do I have? Let's find out. What time am I working? I think it's 3 o'clock, potentially.
Ah.
And in the basement, we hear the sound of machines. Yep, 3 o'clock. Oh, away.
Do you have work tomorrow?
Yeah, I work tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Ooh.
But let's see.
I have to do my taxes tomorrow morning, so that's fun. Or to this morning. But then tomorrow night I'm going into the city, so that'll be fun. Do some karaoke.
I'm
Some birthday
Oh,
karaoke.
I'm so jealous. Everyone I know thinks karaoke's lame. I'm like, fuck you, bitch. You're lame.
Mm.
So I'd like to let everyone know I'm about to have a terrible day at work tomorrow
Ooh, why?
because they have 3 food servers tomorrow, which is not a good idea. Oh, wait. 1, 2.
On a fucking Friday?
On a Saturday.
Is tomorrow Saturday?
Yep.
Oh, shit. That's even
Today
worse.
was Friday.
Oh, right.
Let's see.
I
It's
know
going
I
to
don't
be
work on Friday.
1, 2. Yeah, 3. There's only going to be 3 of us on a Friday. That's awful. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, cool.
Maybe you get big man, big balls tips. I don't know. I hope.
Tips have been. I've actually made almost I've made like a quarter of the money I usually make lately. It's awful.
Mm.
That's how I pay for things. That's how I pay for my lavish lifestyle.
Yeah.
I get to go to the grocery store once a week. That's lavish to me.
Jeez. You don't let your parents do that for you? I always fucking let my parents do that for me.
Well, I try to shop for myself because I like to because they don't touch the things that I buy for myself, and my family's really bad at cooking, so I usually have to buy my own ingredients to make good food. Like my dad makes lemon pepper chicken and it tastes so bad.
Really? That seems like something really easy to not fuck up.
It's so bad.
Is it overcooked?
It's overcooked dried chicken with lemon and pepper on it.
When you come over, I'm gonna make you fucking lemon pepper chicken so you can know what it really is supposed to taste
I would
like.
love to know what that actually tastes like. Because that was like one of the 3 things I ate in my childhood, and it was always bad.
Well, you know what's funny too about that is that my mother was so afraid of any kind of chicken-borne disease that she did the same thing. She cooked the ever-loving fuck out of it. So as an adult, like when I moved in with my my boyfriend, now husband, I was like, I'm gonna learn how to make fucking chicken, and I wanted to learn how to debone a chicken and quarter it. Like I wanted to take this cheap meat and make it as good as possible because like they serve it in fine restaurants in France. Like, what are they doing that are making these chickens so special? I learned how to do all that shit, and I made chicken for myself, and I was like, holy fuck, do I like chicken? Because I always thought I didn't like it. But it's because I didn't like the way my mom fucking cooked it to death.
Yeah, my family's super. I used to think I didn't like chicken until I had chicken that was so good and so well marinated that you could literally eat the bones. It was incredible.
Oh my god, I
Ooh.
love eating bones, and that is straight up like the only thing that makes me Mexican in my heart. Like fucking marrow eating. That's it.
It's so good.
So
Oh, chicken adobo. You ever had chicken adobo with like
fuck
it's just
yes,
marinated
Oh,
so
yeah.
well?
Leo, dude. It's like all Filipinos.
Oh yeah,
They
my
love it.
neighbors across the street growing up were Filipino, and they make chicken adobo. That was like the thing I was most excited about to eat. I was like, do they have any chicken adobo at their house? Yes.
Oh my god, adobo, lumpia, and puto. Oh my god, fuck it. I'm like, I don't
My neighbors would make lumpia. They do hand rolled lumpia, like all on their own and stuff.
Oh, so
It was
dirty.
the best. It was so good.
Oh my god, you don't gotta tell me. Ugh. Lumpia is a dirty, dirty trick. It's so good.
Awesome.
Chia-ho. That lumpia.
All right, I think that does it for this Cool John.
He's so beautiful. I love Cool John. I also really love your line work with Cool John.
Thank you. Yeah, this is just my art style at its most natural form.
I know you don't mean that to sound pretentious, but now that I know that you're looking for like plaudits every time you finish art, I'm gonna feel like it is.
Well, okay, so I mean, like I do it differently for a lot of things.
I'm teasing you, of course.
It's my art style in its purest form.
It's like, it's just what I'm most comfortable with. It's how I feel best in my skin. No, but it's really beautiful, and like I really feel like if you did like a comic about this particular character, you could get it into Needles and Pens. You could get it into Silver Sprocket. Like, I mean,
Don't tell me.
he's such a pure baby angel. Like, I mean, what is his life even about? Like, I would read the graphic novel about this sweet baby.
So
One more Cool John.
there is one particular comic that I have that I could put any scenario on it. I know what the punchline of the comic would be. Any scenario with Cool John. The one I run into is probably the easiest. Is Cool John goes to the grocery store and forgets his wallet, but he's in the checkout line. So it'd just be like him checking out his groceries, and then the cashier is like, "Okay, and then this is your total." And then he goes into his pocket to go grab it, and there's nothing. And then the panel is just Cool John's face realizing that, which would just be this. Just his normal face, but close up, and then it would be him like bolting, like just running for his life, and that would be the whole punchline. But mostly just the end page being Cool John's face and a blank smile.
I kind of, okay, hold on. Like, what I would want to see from that is I would almost want this. Hold on. I have to spin you a yarn.
Yeah,
Like, I want, like, if the cashier is here and talking to him, like, okay, like, you owe this monies. And he goes to get it and, like, doesn't see it. He's like, oh, no, what's going on? And then turns away. And then, like, in that very finger way, like, his whole head just down.
Very finger way.
So upset that there's nothing in that pocket. Like, nothing is in it. It's just bugs. That's what I imagine. He's so upset. Oh, I love him. Or that a better thing they do, like in the old, like it's something I really loved in Ren and Stimpy when they would make the background like hyper realistic and full of dread.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that carried. I love that carried over to SpongeBob and a lot of those cartoons too.
Yeah, it's like really every individual too. Turtle screaming.
You're cracking yourself up.
Hey, you're on Buck Wild over there.
I am so excited to do fan art of this boy. More finger lines.
Let me see. I'm trying to find one I did with Vin. We were streaming.
Oh yeah, the one from the other day.
Yeah, the pizza one.
I think didn't you put that on Twitter? That should be on there.
No. So I try to keep them off of Twitter just so when I make the quote unquote book, I'll have them all. They'll be ones that have never been seen.
He's really beautiful. Well, what you should do is do a Patreon for him and have it be a paid tier situation.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
You can have special guest fan art from me.
Special guest fan art.
Terrifying fan art.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out where the hell I put it.
You know whose face I would do actually for him if I was doing a nightmare face? It would just be, oh God, what's his name?
Oh, here it is. Here it is, Rachel.
Buscemi? I would just cut off Steve Buscemi's nose, and it would be that face.
Cut off his nose.
Well, because John doesn't have a nose.
No, not one bit.
It's true.
Here's
I'm just
what I
picturing-
did when
I was caught up in more the idea of cutting off Steve Buscemi.
I know you were. I'm sorry. Let me take it back. Oh my God, he should be cooking something. That's why he had to go to the store.
Yeah, well, we were trying to do like he like makes a pizza, but I thought it'd be funny if he like just ruined it, just made it a pitch black meteorite.
Aw, he's so proud. Look at him.
Let's see, I got so many good ones. This is one of the heartwarming ones I haven't posted.
I'm sorry, I keep going back to my horrible drawings. I'm going to just close that now. You're not safe. It's okay, Peter. You do not have to save it.
Dogs. I love all these. I love them. He's so therapeutic to draw. I want to redo the original ones I did with Andrew and Rachel Dukes when I first started doing him.
Yeah.
These are ones I never really showed, but this is him doing dishes, picking up dog poo. I'm going to redo these so they look a little nicer. This is Andrew's suggestion, which I think is really funny. It's him in the back of a cop car.
I can't see it. Oh no, it's giant fucking hand. I think I would like this better if his body, because he has a big body, if
Yeah.
the top of the cop car is like busted open and his head is probably facing outside of it, and also bent backwards as if the car is in motion and his neck just falls back from the motion.
I think it'd be funny if the back seat of the cop car had a sunroof and John's head was sticking through it. Because there's already so many complications for the fact that it has a sunroof, but yeah. I love John. I love everything about John.
What's wrong with John's feet in that bath? Oh, that's so good.
Oh, that was Rachel Dukes.
That's
suggestion.
amazing. Yes, strong. No, really, you have a really interesting character. Not only like, and the other thing that I want him to do is I want him to speak only in webdings.
That's a good. I'm into that actually.
Ooh.
I'm into that.
I like that. It's a little bit like, not quite like Gaster from Undertale, but like, because he uses a very specific set of webdings. I mean like real webdings, not like Moonspeak. That's what he uses.
Let's see. And we got the OG, Cool John, the original that brought it all to life. But see what I'm talking about? He's like this is when he actually was a finger.
Bless her.
Let's close all this for now.
Sweet baby.
All right, and then I should probably do some actual work. I was thinking about doing, I don't know, what's a musical pose I can do to fill this space right.
You better not be digging on that couch. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Come here. Hey, Bug. Come. Mommy is live streaming. She can't beat you right now, but I will. I will do it if you dig on my couch. Sorry. She was chasing the cats and then got on the couch and I heard the scratching. She likes to try to dig holes into the cushions. I will dig a hole into her chest cavity and pull her heart out. If she continues. Yes, I will. I will Mortal Kombat fatality your ass. Yes, I will. Okay, ugh. Anyway, yes. What are you working on? What's your real work?
This is just a side thing I'm doing for fun. I was commissioned to do a banner for a ska YouTube channel. And I just took that art, rearranged it.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about submitting it to just giving it to them and be like, hey, you want a free t-shirt design that I just whipped out? Because this wasn't that hard to do, and it's already of art they already commissioned me for. I was just going to do one extra piece.
Mm.
And I like their stuff a lot, so I'm totally fine with being like, here's some freebies.
Don't do this.
What?
As an artist, do not ever do that. That is a huge mistake.
No, I mean, in this case, yeah.
It's a huge mistake.
What, I was supposed to dangle the carrot and be like, hey, look what I got for you.
Yeah, but this is a client. These aren't your friends. You know what I mean? Like if you give anything, people will take advantage of you. That is how it works. I'm just saying, be careful about who you do favors for.
Alright.
That's all. Do what you're gonna do. You'll probably do it anyway, but
Well, honestly,
That's like the most mom thing I've heard today. Like, fine,
Today.
you want to do it. I know you're gonna do it anyway, but
Oh, it worked
just
so
tell me
well.
about it.
yeah, but I mean, I just want you to think about it because it's not as so much a mom thing as that I value your art and you do too. So it's surprising to me that you'd be willing to give up something like that for free. Like if you want money for groceries, you need to ask them if you like. I could change this and make it a T-shirt design for you guys, lickety split, and it would only be like what? Let me see it again. How many imprint colors? Like 3?
2 at the most, 1 at the least.
Yeah. So you have a really simple design you could use for stickers and other propaganda for your fucking band, like if you wanted to do that. But you know, like, still got to charge them for it because I mean, at the same time, once it belongs to them, it belongs to them, and they can choose to not give you credit for it if they wanted to because you were selling them a design. If you don't make a contract, if you don't have any kind of thing coming back to you, you'll just be fucked. Yeah. And what if they get huge? Like huger or whatever their fandom. I mean, I haven't fucking heard of a ska band since Real Big Fish. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know the scene anymore. But
They toured with Real Big Fish.
Okay, so as far as their community, but my point is, like, just take care of yourself because you never know if you're going to see money from it again.
Yeah.
So take care of yourself.
True.
It's because I love you and I don't want you to get fucked by this cruel world.
I know. Do you don't want to get fucked over by the ska community?
The ska community is a vicious, unforgiving community.
And you know everybody has got some kind of STDs.
Let me check my list of Cool John drawings, and I'll bust out another one for tonight. Let's see. I have a cover idea for the book already, which is it's a cute one. But let's see. Cool John angry ?
Wait, does Cool John have a dog because he's picking up dog shit, or does he just like to pick up dog shit in the neighborhood? 'Cause I love both.
Well, yeah, he has a dog. You didn't see his dog?
No, I missed the dog.
Oh, that's not his dog. This is his. Nope. That's.
Is Cool John stealing the neighbor's dogs?
This is Cool John's dog.
Very cool of him.
No, this is his dog.
Dog John.
Oh, right, his noodle dog.
Noodle dog.
Oh my god, please call his dog Tetris. Oh my god.
Actually, I'm okay with that.
It's so cute.
Let's see. Tell me if any of these spark any visions in your minds. I have quite a few. I do have. I did just. There was a point where I was writing these, and I was just kind of like whatever came to my mind to get the ball rolling. So the first couple are kind of bad. Cool John angry ? Cool John driving. Cool John going to the bathroom. Cool John fishing, eating, doing taxes, watching TV, going on a jog, doing yoga, shopping for groceries, doing laundry, carving pumpkins, wearing a Halloween costume, birthday, making synth music, wielding a knife, does a backflip, short comic, forgets his wallet, short comic, gets yelled at, short comic, does pottery, goes for a nice walk, is smoking cigarettes, working out. Are you doing the Earthworm Jim one?
No, I was thinking of like how to make him angry. I ended up making him look sad and very square. But like if he was mad, I imagine a character with that kind of flexibility, like tying their little head into a knot, like being so pissed off, like that's the arm crossing motion kind of deal. Like I was just trying to figure out how I would want to characterize that if it was up to me. But you'd also make a fun pretzel, or just really. Like, you know, when you're angry, people say you're bent out of shape. Like, maybe that is the motion that, you know, and then you could have his body emoting with the frumpy arms. Like, God damn it, motherfucker.
Well, I like, my favorite thing about Cool John is all of his emotions are, like, facially are limited. They're, like, very, like, small. It's, like, minimalizing everything that he does. So if he's angry, I imagine a Cool John would be, like, I don't know, just just like a childhood drawing of like a.
He's so fun. I do enjoy this weekend.
All right.
He's just like a fucking bendy straw that we're all going to have to use very soon.
The cardboard straws too that dissolve as you drink your drink. Oh, do you guys?
Promise me, if you ever do him as a baby, I want one of these.
You got it.
Just
Cool
let me
John is bald by choice.
I feel like what a cute little baby though. He would just I didn't beat myself in this room. Damn it. Bigger eraser. Bigger. What would you
Do you guys have that law over there, Vin?
The what?
The no straw law.
No straw law.
They're gonna take away plastic straws from California. They've already started to.
Yeah.
Oh no, they have. We have like no. The last thing like that was the no like styrofoam containers.
Yeah, yeah.
But we still have straws.
Yeah, they're taking our straws away. It's bullshit.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, as someone who works in a restaurant, customers come in all the time, and I can get sued $50 if I give somebody a straw, and because if somebody has to ask for the straw for me to give it to them. But if I'm just like willy-nilly giving out straws,
It's supposed to be like a eco-friendly law or something, or like what's the deal?
California, we're all about eco-friendly bullshit.
the reason that law, I think that everybody knows it, is because there's a video of a sea turtle, and the sea turtle is having it's like in a lot of pain, and somebody's like with tweezers pulling out.
Oh, I saw that.
Straw. Yeah, that video hit us hard. So we were like, no more straws. At least on the public, more generally was like, okay, we agree now.
Well, like, can't it just be like no straws at the beach?
No, California does nothing like that in half measure.
It is right or die, my friend.
This is a terrible thing to do fan art for, and I apologize for all
Are you
of
doing baby art with feet?
it. I didn't have a choice.
What do you mean? You're an artist.
I didn't have a choice. He needed to be drawn with his little gum mouth.
This is cool, John, when he doesn't cut his hair.
I love little baby John. Oh, yes, beautiful hair. You have to talk more. There it is. Oh, wow.
Layered, feathered, everything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. Yeah, get out of here.
I love it. It's very cute.
Artist and I get to destroy.
Fat little babies. Oh, all right, back to work. For real, though. Parents are so needy. REI is doing their members-only garage sales tomorrow. And, like, my dad was like, I don't have a truck, but I want to come do it. And the only close one is at, where you live. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, so you want me to get up on my day off to go to a sale at 9 in the morning?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, don't be a little bitch. I'm like, ugh, you're a bitch. This is my family. This is how we talk to each other. It's great. I think I'm the only person I know that's ever called their actual father a motherfucker. Pretty great.
I don't know. I mean, I could call my dad a motherfucker. I don't know if he'd like it.
My dad thinks it's funny. He's like, because I am. I'm like, oh, yeah. You're funny. My dad is very cute. I need him to live forever. But he won't. And that makes me sad.
I was in the grocery store and the cashier recognized me. She's like, "Oh, I went to your, you served me food at your restaurant." And I was with my boyfriend, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember you." And she was like, "Yeah, that beady-eyed bastard." She was referring to her boyfriend. I was like, "Jesus, what did he do to you?" But I thought it was I thought it was funny that she was just so cavalier with her talking to. She likes him. She's still with him. She is like this bastard.
Sometimes people are like that. It just the day happened to be that she was not pleased with him.
And his beady eyes.
I do that with my husband too. He's been getting in this bad habit lately of like leaving our front door unlocked when he comes home from work, and I'm like, yo, if you want me to die, this is like the worst way to go about it, because then you die too. Like, you're stupid. He's like, I don't want you to die. I'm like, then quit leaving the door open for fucking terrible people. And he's like, the likelihood of someone coming in and robbing us after 8 in the morning. And I'm like, bitch, crime doesn't have a time of day it occurs. Like, it happens whenever the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. Try to tell me there's time for crime. Bitch, there's no time for crime.
Speaking of crime, they just this week, like, there was like a mob murder for like the first time in like 30 years.
Holy shit.
In Staten Island. And that was fun. Like, it was like a big, like, this guy like became the head of the same crime family that like John Gotti was the head of. And he got like shot right in front of his house.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, and now there's like a whole investigation going on. They were like, is it the mob? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it was probably the mob.
Yeah. What can you do?
You know, it's always funny about the mob. That I know it's terrifying that they exist at all, but it's kind of funny that like the mob, I imagine, is a bunch of like families, you know, a bunch of groups, a bunch of like organizations, but no one's ever like this family of the mob. Usually when they discuss general mob business, they're like, oh yeah, you know, the tough frog mob. Like, it's just mob.
Well, that's not true necessarily. It depends on the family name and if it's been known, like, you know, like,
well, yeah, but
say the Giovannis or, you know, something like that.
But I feel like more recently I've only heard like I feel like in a lot of context of the mob, I just hear the mob.
Yeah.
I think when you're watching like, or when it's like specifically drama between specific people, but when it's like the mob made someone disappear, it's not like a specific section. It's
Well,
just...
I think that's because the mob is technically a syndicate. Like, the families all know each other, and it's like, anybody's watched the Real Housewives of whatever city. The mob functions in that same way. They could fucking hate each other, but there's got to be respect at fucking public events. And if there's something to gain from a relationship, you eat shit and you fucking be nice to them if you get what you want. Like, it's a very fucking strong political game within the family, within the syndicate. And that's what I think is so interesting about it. Like, the whole thing is a complex goddamn dance show where you have to pretend to like somebody to get what you want. It's crazy.
I was watching I don't know if you guys watched the BuzzFeed Unsolved stuff, but I was watching the Jimmy Hoffa episode where they talk about the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa.
Mm-hmm.
Super fascinating. It's like it's a guy who is vouching for labor unions and stuff and getting them better wages, but he would use the mob as a way to like make it easier for him. Like, he would have like opponents disappear or be intimidated. He would drop blackmail, and then as a way of like, you know, giving the mob something to work with, like giving them a reason to even bother, he'd be like, okay, you could just use our funds and stuff for the labor unions to like launder money, basically. And they were like, it was really beneficial until he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And they were like, oh, no.
Yeah, you fucking open the door. That's the
And
truth
he's
about
buried
gangs.
under Giant Stadium.
You never leave a gang unless it's in a fucking pine box. That's the case with every gang.
That's like, I never understood what happened with, or not what happened, but like the guy who accidentally murdered, or I guess he can't accidentally murder, but like accidentally ran over John Gotti's son.
Wow.
Whoops.
It was their next door neighbor, and like his son was outside like riding his bicycle, and the guy was like backing up in his car and accidentally hit him. And at that point, it's like, if you know you live next to John Gotti and you just accidentally killed his son, how would you not leave?
You're done.
Did that guy die?
Oh, he died in the most horrific way possible.
How so?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Apparently they just pulled up in front of his house one day, like threw him in a big van, and then chainsawed off all his limbs.
Oh my god!
Threw him in a barrel while he was still alive, and just poured concrete over it.
How did they find out any of this happened?
Well, moreover, do you know how fucking exacting you have to be to cut off all 4 limbs and keep the subject alive? Like, that's a special level of fucking dark torture. Like, you lose so much blood from a fucking wound like that. Like, they would have had to cauterize it, and they would have also had to use a little bit of fucking drugs just to stabilize so they didn't go into shock.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they thought that all the way through, but...
Well, then, see, that's the thing, is, like, if you're going to say something like that, like, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying story-wise, like, you have to understand the way the human anatomy works. And it's really interesting because we are not a prey species, so we aren't like so many prey species, like deer, like zebra. They have a kill switch mode in their head. Their spines are so fragile that they will break with very little tension. So they don't have to feel themselves being eaten. So humans are similar, are different in this way as far as we feel everything. Because as predators, if we can't hunt, we die.
Yeah.
So we need to know the minute something's wrong with us. So that's why it's so fascinating to me that, like, if they actually accomplished that, dismembering without killing and then continuing to torture, like, that's fucking amazing. And that is truly harrowing. Like, that's fucking terrifying. That's the level of fucking, like, old school torture guy you have working for the mob. Yikes.
Put coffee on his balls, you'll stay awake.
Yeah.
Because that's
I got hot nuts.
that's a lot of, like, I feel like that's a lot of, like, old remedies that, like, dudes in the 30s just had to figure out.
Like, put a dab of whiskey on your balls. It'll be good.
Put a dab of whiskey on the tip of your wiener and you'll never catch on fire.
Yeah.
I don't think they say wiener. I think they say cock.
Kick.
Yeah.
Cack.
Put some...
Honestly, the old...
Yeah.
I love the term cock. I think it's a beautiful fucking term.
I think it's just as abrasive as the imagery.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, exactly, yeah. But I feel the same way about cunt. It's not popular in this country, but cunt is more popular in others.
It's very popular in Europe.
I love Australians and their powerful use of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you cunt.
You fucking cunt.
Can't.
Yeah. So sweet.
You guys ever seen Randy Phillips?
They call erasers rubbers, and that's funny.
Not that.
Girl, what kind of shine am I gonna give your eyeballs? Yeah, I like that.
Good cut.
It's the shininess. I love the shiny eyeball. How did I accidentally give her Kim Possible here? A little bit. Kim's not orange. That's fair.
Who is this? Who is this girl you're drawing?
It's from the that mobile game company that I was talking about earlier.
I keep thinking it's like the Wendy's.
No, it's that. See, Ember Kai. That fucking name. Oh, Ember Kai.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was the Wendy's lady.
Yeah, the hair. Looking at the hair, like, it's just a really bad layer cut, and I hate the bang situation. But it's it's kind of like in, what is that anime called? Sayuki, where they did the thing, and they do this often in anime, where they give an anime character like literally cockroach antenna coming out the top of their fucking head.
Oh, like, yeah, I don't like that.
I don't. No one likes it. They look like giant roaches. I'm like, don't
Yeah.
do that anime. The one that bothers me the most is what's that fucking? You know, the girl in Bleach where she wears her hair like literally between her eyes.
Mm.
Bleach.
Oh, evil
Scumbag.
one. Shark.
Yeah, that's not. No.
Okay. I think I am done for the night. My energy is blown.
Okay.
My drawing juice is spent, but I will continue to hang out.
Cleats.
Oh, you just can't draw anymore.
I just don't have the heart of it. The heart. This is an old background I did a long time ago that I just never finished.
There
It's
it
too
is.
detailed. That was my mistake.
Oh my god, I found the fucking character I was talking about. Okay, hold on. Just a proof point.
Saltino. I love that name.
Yeah, Saltino is my friend who was with me did not like it, but I think Saltino is a fun name. We got a bunch of old art in here that just never saw the light of day.
This is the
Couple
hair I was talking about. Just so you know.
Splendid.
Please get your hair out of your face. Okay, I'm done. I'm done being upset about it.
A big bag of Saltinos.
Oh, here's a body pillow I did a long time ago.
Ah.
I don't know how to feel about it.
I was paid to draw this. I was paid a lot of money to draw this.
Did they show you the finished product?
No, I still have not seen it to this day.
Mm.
And I would pay to see it, honestly. I'd be like, may I please, for the love of God? I'd like to see what my efforts came to.
I don't know. I don't know that it would be a good thing for you to see.
I'm sure not the state that it's in now.
The stains that must be on that pillow by now.
Someone paid me to draw anime porn, and I just could not. They wanted softcore, but I couldn't do it. I don't know.
What was the request? Tell me.
This is it right here. There it is. I'm showing it.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I was like, this is the best I can do, dude. That's not who I am. Not my style.
What was the request, though? Like, did they want more showing?
Even that face is on the drawing is like, I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, I mean, art life. No, the problem that they had with it was that it just wasn't anime enough, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, that's not anime enough? That looks great.
I feel like I really put my heart and soul into those eyes.
Well, the overall feel of it is, but no, there's not enough detail in the eyes for it to be truly fucking anime eyes. But
yeah,
the overall of it is strong.
But like
that must be, and I, this is also not something you were passionate about, but that's got to be the weakest line art I've ever seen come out of you ever.
Yeah, I mean, I just wasn't super stoked to draw this, but I would need the money.
You zoom out on that; it looks great. Like I know yaoi girls that would fucking love that shit. They put that on a shirt so goddamn fast it would make your head spin. Look at this guy who obviously needs a butt plug in him in like 2 seconds. Like the other be about that. Yaoi girls love that shit. I'm a yaoi girl, old school, fucking old school.
OG.
I used to go to YaoiCon when I was a wee bab.
A wee
I was
bab.
so excited to turn 18 so that I could go to YaoiCon. It was like the first convention I went to, and it was amazing.
Really? That was the first one?
Yep.
Huh.
I went as a spectator, not as a tabler.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was very excited. That's good shit.
This was for an app. I was at a convention.
Okay, the pencil. I thought it was a dildo at first. I didn't know what to think.
No, there's an app that's called French Girls, and the whole concept was basically you post selfies and then artists draw, or use your selfies as reference, basically.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah, and then you post the drawings and stuff, and so it's like kind of a way for people to get free art. And the spokesperson for it was a dude in a crop top and red like sweaters or red shorts, and he was walking to the convention with a sign that said, "Draw me like one of your French girls." And I said, "All right, man, I got you. Come back tomorrow," because he had to leave. I was like, "Come back tomorrow, and I'll have a drawing of you." And he never came back. I was so
Oh my
puffed.
God.
I drew him from memory, and he never came home.
Why don't you email him?
Honestly, it's been so long they wouldn't remember it. It's not worth it anymore because the app is defunct, I think. Let's. I have a really cute one of Ron Swanson in here that I think you guys would get a kick out of.
Ron Swanson. He is my favorite bully.
Yeah, good old Swan Ronson.
It's a drawing from the episode where he does where they do the treasure hunt. And he's super stoked to be a part of the treasure hunt. Oh, here it is.
I just love Tim drunk on snake juice. That was my so good. Oh my god!
It's so
I
cute.
get that tattooed on my heart.
It's funny because I never posted this. It was just for me.
Promise me that is in the background of a fucking John comic somewhere.
Oh, I will. I love it.
Oh, he's so beautiful.
I wish you could put him right in the middle of that scene you showed before that's like super detailed.
Oh, him going camping or something?
I want you.
Him in the middle of the road.
I wish I could just pay for you to go to art school for character design. That's what you need to be doing. It's so fucking strong.
Thank you.
Every character design you do is so strong. Look at those fucking lines. It's so geometrical.
I drew this a couple years ago too.
Amazing. But yeah, but you've just improved since then. John is a great example of your improvement.
Oh, thank you. It means a lot. Honestly, I'd love to do character design. I always get worried though because my style is rather specific, and I've always been kind of turned down whenever I submit stuff. People are like, "Oh, this is just not what we're looking for," and it sucks. I know rejection is a part of the process.
But you gotta keep trying. You gotta keep trying because like every great artist goes through rejection. Everyone has to get themselves in the ass when they realize they didn't hire the fucking guy who's doing that now. You know what I mean? Like that's just the nature of it. It's that very old fucking adage, you know, very few people make it, but those that do are the ones that are really impossible. They never give up. Never, ever, 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 ever.
This is Vin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got commissioned to do an icon, so I produced a couple different ones.
What is in his mouth?
Popsicle. It's a dick. Yeah, that was our decision.
Is it like a sea salt popsicle? Or what? I mean,
yeah, it was like it's like one of these.
Oh my god! Every time I see the 2-stick one, I think it's root beer, and I'm so happy. The flavor, worth it. They're beautiful.
They're so much fun.
Yeah. I really like the icon you have right now, man. I think that's really lovely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, done by the very talented Maddie G.
Yep. Who's gonna be in New York soon? Because they have that book coming out.
Ooh, oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm very excited. I want to buy it. I probably should buy it. I'll do that when I have money. Let's see, some room stuff.
It's the rooms.
It's the room.
The room. This is one of my favorite. For a icon every year, when I was a part of it, I would draw the mascot, or my friend would draw the mascot, and I would line it. This is one of my favorite ones. It's turned out so fucking good.
I like the suit.
Yeah, my friend was very talented. She designed the character, and then we'd work together on it. That was really fun.
Do you not talk to that friend anymore? You say it like she died.
Oh no, we totally do. I'm just mildly sick and tired. This is the bestest icon shirt, and it'll never no shirt for the convention will ever top it. I was so stoked to make this. So good.
I feel like this could easily be changed to a Critical Role icon.
Oh yeah, it's so. I was so stoked to make this. Oh man,
that'd be a great thing to do to make money is to do D&D character commission. If you just want to make easy line work money.
Oh yeah, that's how I made by. I got by in high school. There's a lot of D&D games in the anime club, so I just be like, I'll draw your characters. But that dried up pretty quick.
Yeah, I did it for coworkers for free because I'm a peach, and we're all Disney people. Every time I go to Disneyland, I'm going again. I was just there. I'm going again next week. Because my friend, she's so cute. She got a promotion. She's like, come down. I will pay your flight. Come down. And I was like President Trump just dropped all 737s. Like, how about I drive and you just pay for the gas? Because it's like $400 to fly from fucking Northern California to Long Beach. And I'm like, huh? Like, that's usually a $50 flight. Like, you're out of your mind.
What the fuck?
So, I know. I was like, fuck it, I'll drive. I love to drive. It's fine.
Yeah, honestly, I any chance I get to drive through California or anywhere really, it's gorgeous.
I gotta tell you, if you have not driven down fucking South 101, like you take that route if you're going to Pismo Beach, you need to fucking do it after the rain. I happened to drive down during the rain a couple weeks ago, and for some reason it did not rain except at the either end of the trip, but that shit was God's country. Like, I looked at it and I'm like, God, I imagine taking the roads out. I'm like, I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2 right now because this is rendered, God. Like, good Lord. It was so good. It was beautiful. Everything was green, and the clouds were like those giant fucking fluffy clouds, but they were all in the corners of the sky. Oh, God. Oh, my God. It was
I've been really in love with the clouds around here lately and like the sunlight. I'm a huge fucking slut for like when it gets like that golden hour where the clouds are pink and orange and like
Ooh.
huge and massive. Like one of my favorite things about my hometown is when it rains, everything just becomes this beautiful bright green, and the hills. I'm surrounded by hills and mountains, and so like mountain, and it just all lights up. And there was this one day I was going to work, and it was that golden hour. There was these huge, impossibly huge clouds, and they were heavy from rain, but they were moving away from the town, so the sky was a little clear, but you could see them. And they were covering the mountain that's next to where I live, and the hills, and they were kind of rolling over them, and they were all pink and golden, and they were engulfing the hills. It was fucking amazing. It was so beautiful. It was gorgeous.
I love that shit. So
oh yeah, I would. If somebody was like, "Hey, you want to stab somebody?" and it can be like that all the time, I'd be like, "Where are they? I'll stab them."
It's such a pure way to think about that. It's very honest.
Let's see. These are some never before seen colored versions of sketches that I never posted.
Love it. Cactus Lady is pretty goddamn big fan. Big fan of Cactus Sweetie.
I'm just showing off. I'll stop.
Oh, go ahead. I'm not bothering us.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't speak for Vin. Maybe you're being really annoying.
No, it's really bothering me.
Well, like I'm always worried that I'm like, everybody look at all my stuff. I need the attention. But honest to God, I just like going through all my stuff, and I hope that it's interesting enough.
You're such a fucking liar. You love the attention.
I'm scared that I love the attention. This is a commission I did that I really loved that never got used for, like, the person never used it for an icon, which kind of was like, that stinks, but whatever. It was good art. Which I super dug. It was a icon commission for them.
Yeah, I remember you posting that. I think it's cute.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like it. Some people are bitches.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, sometimes there's just not a use for it.
It's some gradient work. What are we gonna do with this? You got darkness? Ooh, I like that. Oh shit, too dark. Easy got for you.
Clowns. Maybe clowns. I have something, I don't know. I had some D&D character stuff that I did, and some like cyberpunk character stuff. I was supposed to do a game with one of my friends, a tabletop game called Duster and Revolver, but that fell through. Mostly because he's an asshole, but
Oh, well,
it's
that's
cool.
good.
I mean, that sounded like I have really hard feelings about it. I don't, but that's the way the news goes. Oh, my friend, she wanted me to make her a burrito, but in the style of Pickle Rick. So I put my heart and soul into this burrito.
Burrito girl, I love it.
I mean, straight up, like, you can't
Yeah,
get any better than this.
Oh,
Rick and Morty, hire me now.
if they ever make another season, Jesus fuck, we're waiting forever.
You know, get your shit together, Royland.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, man, I was so stoked with this. But the problem with all these characters is they're all the same type of angry boy.
Well, except for first guy, he's more like inquisitive.
Yeah. Well, this guy, he's like a cop. This guy's like a mercenary.
Papa?
This guy's like a
He's a
Huh?
Papa? I love Papa.
Tesla. His name.
What does that sound?
What?
Oh, there's like.
I don't know what that sound was. I just heard a weird sound.
I'll leave Rod open. I like him.
Good, I think I'm done with Toe. He's got so many colors. I wonder if I need to re-white her eyes. Oh wow, yeah, I do. Girl, you need some white eyes. Actually, what sound is everything okay over there?
Did I show you guys my the first button I've ever had a hand in making was printed the other day. It was very exciting.
Ron Swanson?
I wish only I wish. Let's see. Just for that Fallout zine, which I'll be getting the book soon, which I'm very excited to get. Oh man. Did any of you guys buy the Sweaty Palm zine?
No. I don't have anxiety like that.
It's really good. I bought it and I was really bummed because, like, I don't know, it still hasn't come. I know that they had a lot of delays for personal reasons, but it's very excited to get it. It's not coming. But yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. Let's get that fucker on Instagram.
Fuck. Yeah, this is just poison. What was that? Oh, here it is. Cool. Guess I'll just bring it in here. Yeah, mine's this one right here. I was very excited.
I also love my big baby.
My big fat mole rat.
Do you think big fat mole rat?
Yeah, my big fat mole rat. It's got a punch to it.
Name for cock.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, I'm a big fat mole rat.
Here's a Halloween banner I was commissioned to do.
Ooh.
That was a fun one. Let's get this out of the way. This is my tiefling tiefling. I don't know how any pronounce this.
Tiefling. It's pronounced
Tiefling. Tiefling. It was a tiefling cleric, but he was also like a sleazebag.
Perfect. They all are. Style.
I'm a little sleazebag. All right. Let's see.
Has anyone come in the stream?
Not quite.
No, I don't think so.
Brief periods.
I'm not popular enough. I don't matter to people. No, I don't know how to matter. So
Gotta
the
build
future.
up that. Gotta build up that social networking and SEO.
That's the sound I made at you. I
You
have a job already. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. You gotta check in on those Google Analytics.
Yeah, I know. My website fucking does that, and it's like, you had one visitor this week. I'm like, wow, that's so many.
Where'd all one of them come from? Hello.
No, it's like, and Google's like, from a search, random. I'm like, oh,
Cool.
it's so
For
random.
me. Come
Hello,
for me.
How did I fucking color the last one? Where is she? Elsa, where are you, bitch?
What should I Photoshop? I'm in a Photoshop mood.
Buh.
Oh,
No.
sorry.
No.
I
It
Photoshopped
is
my.
nighttime. Why would you do?
What? This is spooky?
What is this? What am I looking at now?
Oh, it's my friend. I took pictures of her face, but we were in a store, and I was like, "Hey, move your head slightly to the left and right," and then I photoshopped her eyes from those different angles over her regular pupils, so she looked freaky.
Ah.
Nope.
Yeah, very unsettling. She's a very pretty person, though, for sure.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Animal or something like.
Oh yeah. My friend Fiona is gorgeous, but she's even more so now too. She's got a whole Betty Page thing going on now.
Big fan. I miss the Betty Page store.
So, yeah, she actually nabbed a Betty Page purse. I don't even know how she did that. See, what do you guys want to have photoshopped?
Nothing like that fucking nightmare fodder.
How about this one? This is David Duchovny over Chumlee's body.
Oh,
What
that's
the
right.
Happened to his hair? No. Oh,
David the Chumley.
David Duchovny, yeah.
Oh no.
I've got a lot of.
Every time I see these photos, I'm like, ugh, this guy likes to fuck a lot. Like, I would just Photoshop him in the same photo with fucking John Travolta, because now they're starting to look alike. That's scary to me.
This is Chumlee and Duchovny, but not blended properly. So you get this monstrosity.
Nope, I don't like double mouths. Nope.
I don't know if I have anything good that I Photoshop with my power.
No, I'm just saying that I don't. They're nightmare fodder, but if that's what you're working on, that's what you're working on.
It's what I. It's for fun, maybe. Let's see.
I will hold back my mom comments.
You don't have to.
I find it to be counterproductive. I want you to make money on art, therefore work on shit that you can make a book from. Or
Well,
don't.
sometimes it's just like lizard brain stuff where I'm just like, all right, I'll do this.
It's funny because I don't function like that at all. My only goal for making art is money.
My half my stuff.
God, what face is that? I just looked over at the screen and.
Let's see.
What?
What do you mean?
Yeah, that face.
Oh, that one? Yeah, that's Chumley and David Duchovny. I was having a real day of it. Let's see. I bet I could do something. I got an idea. Sometimes I just make stuff for making stuff's sake.
Yeah. Can you make, like, instead of, because you did David Duchovny, what about, like, a Gillian Anderson one?
With who?
What about Gillian Flanderson, and it's her and Flanders mixed together?
I'll have to find a real Flanders, though.
I don't know. Well, they were both on The Simpsons. They had that one episode.
See, the joy of it is that I can blend human skin when it looks so similar. It's very low effort.
Yeah.
Why don't you just find someone who's cosplaying as Ned Flanders?
Very possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, wait. That's just
Because it's pretty much like a Bob Ross-esque character with a short haircut. Like, that's really all you're looking
And a huge dick.
huge
for.
and abs.
It's canon. They made it canon.
They made it canon.
Yeah.
It's got a big old.
Yeah, well, he did save Homer from a burning building. If that doesn't scream, I have a big dick, I don't know what would.
That's true.
A T-shirt.
Yeah, you can write that on a T-shirt.
What, big dick cool guy? I would do it.
There's a mod for a Jimmy Neutron game, and it replaces the texture for Carl's shirt with a shirt that says "Big Dick is back in town," and it's fucking hilarious.
That's so inappropriate for that. I love it.
The Jimmy Neutron game. I love that. Like,
Yeah, let alone the concept of a Jimmy Neutron game.
I mean, you know they had to do it. Any show involving a smart fucking child character is going to have a game of some kind for educational purposes because people love money.
and they love Jimmy Neutron. I love the Jimmy Neutron. Like the pizza is aggressive. Like that video.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's the time to find
one
some
character. Doesn't one of the characters find one of the moms hot in that show and like makes a
Yeah,
comment?
Carl.
Yeah.
Dark. Ugh. You know what show I miss, man? I miss Rocko's Modern Life. I'm ready to have that back.
I think they're bringing it back, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, and they modernized it, which I think could be a lot of fun. But I'm like, but finish. I'm ready. I'm ready now. I'm ready now.
Yeah.
Get it over with. Come on.
No. I'm gonna keep emoting poorly, but do you good.
Oh, what I'm doing over here?
I'm not.
I went to school for 4 years to learn how to do this.
I know there are people like sitting in their basement right now who've never gone to a day of school that are like, I've looked at tutorials on YouTube. It's like, well, aren't you great? Like, yes.
I have no classic training in working with a lot of this stuff. All of it was self-taught. So it's it's a great way to learn, but it's like, I think people who do it in their basements, like you're suggesting, have really inflated ego, like the Fedora good guy kind of ego. And it's scary. It's like it's kind of like when people have been lied to all their lives and then they go on to a show like what's the singing show? Not The Voice. American Idol.
Oh.
They go into American Idol after being told all their lives they can sing and they fucking bomb and they're embarrassing. And then you got Simon, he's like, did someone really tell you you could sing? And I'm like, oh, Jesus. Yeah, like all my life. It's like, well, they lied.
Let me be the first to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm not crying because your music moved me. I'm crying because I want to move from your music. I love him so much. I want a show with Simon Cowell and Gordon Ramsay together. That would be my favorite show ever. Just angry British dudes.
British man.
And it's so funny to me because, like, if you watch the British shows that Gordon Ramsay's on, He never loses his shit like he does in the American one. Like, he is absolutely hamming it up for America. So
I'm
good.
sure the editing too. They're just like fucking let it go.
No, dude, seriously? He does not lose his shit on the British versions of the show. Like,
Really?
in America, it's like everything they get is him screaming.
Well, because I watched the Kitchen Nightmares UK version, and like nobody ever gets combative with him. Like he comes there, they're like, "Yeah, we told you to come here, so let's take your advice," and they
Yeah.
take his advice, and they're successful.
Yeah, Americans.
In the American one, it's like, get the fuck out of here! How dare you tell me what I need to do? It's like, well, you called me here. Like what? Like,
You called Gordon.
yeah.
Yeah, that's so crazy to me. I like there's. It's one thing if it's about respect, but it's like the people are like, I'm taking it really personally that you're dissing my restaurant, and Gordon's like, you should because the whole community's saying that your shit is garbage. Like, it bad, yo.
It bad, you know.
So depressed.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's almost breakfast time here. I really want to go to the deli soon and get a nice Saturday breakfast sandwich.
What are they putting?
Oh yeah.
What do they put in the sandwich? I want to know.
I would probably go big today and get like a nice toasted bagel sandwich.
Oh my god.
With like
yes.
egg, tomato, prosciutto. And I've been putting on my sandwiches lately this Boar's Head like Chipotle mayo that they have.
Gross. I don't like mayo, but yes, the Chipotle.
I don't like mayo either, but I like this Chipotle stuff.
Yum yum. Yeah.
I've been putting spicy mayo and stuff. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that really can cut the flavor of the mayo, but it's the easiest way to get the creaminess. Like, I understand its purpose in this situation.
Yeah.
There we go. A piece of art is made.
No. Nightmares were made, not art.
Wait a minute. That's very subtle too. Like if you just glanced at that, you go, "What's? I don't get what's going on here."
That's the most interesting form of elephantitis there ever existed.
Yeah, it's either my lips can go up really far or my jaw is massive. You never know.
Yeah.
All right.
See, but art like that is hard on my eyeballs because they want to fix the problem within my eyeball, and I'm like, you can't. It's broken.
It is your eyes. You can't stop me now.
It's the Eyes of March.
The Ides of Mars.
Yeah.
Flash shade. Huh? Okay.
Here's Mr. Tumnus on the X-Men poster. Because the actor who plays young Professor X is also the actor who played Tumnus.
Ewan McGregor, is that him?
I think so. No, Ewan McGregor was Obi-Wan.
The other guy. What's his name?
I have no idea.
I get Ewan McGregor.
James McAvoy.
Oh, right.
Let's see. I have a lot of good ones in here too. I also have a lot of. This is one of my favorite photos. I didn't do this, but this is I forget who does, but they're very good. They take vinyl shop records and they just edit them slightly.
Why does that guy have an anus on his head?
Because he is Earth humans.
No. Stop doing bad things to people.
Got a lot of good stock photos saved up too. I got a lot of good shit.
Good shit is relative.
Good. I have shit. I have lots of shit.
Well, a great way that you could utilize all of these wonderful things is you could create them and then line art them into artwork that's on John's walls in his house.
These are the people John lives with.
Straight up.
Sees in his day-to-day.
Anus face.
Anus face.
A new space. Yes, that's perfect. Yep.
A new.
God damn it. You're gonna have a great comic on your hands here.
I've had one. This is the day I was born. Let's see. Oh, this is just a favorite image of mine. There's nothing else special about it. It's just a. It really hits me where it counts.
Are you getting enough sleep at night?
Me?
Yeah.
No, but
I was gonna say because maybe you should get more if that is your pivotal moment in art.
I didn't make this. It just hits me. It makes me feel
No,
good.
I expect you to get like I imagine you having a matte cut for a huge frame, and this at its best resolution it can possibly be at, somewhere very small in the center.
Have you seen?
Look at that. What's that?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say. Let's go on. Do your thing. Sorry.
I think my favorite thing about the whole thing is that wonderful like cat strip wallpaper.
Yeah, that's very good.
Really strong. Like that needs to be in John's house for sure. If not, oh no!
it's the mask. Everyone's
No,
favorite
I don't
movie.
like you anymore. This is terrible. I'm going to bed soon. I don't like this.
I've got so much. Oh yeah, I agree. Bedtime sounds like a good idea.
Ugh,
I'm gonna call it a night. Actually.
that's probably for the best.
What?
Oh, I mean, you'll call it a morning. We'll call it a night.
You'll call
That's
it fucking bagel time. God damn it.
Yeah, it's bagel time for old Vinny.
Yeah, absolutely. Get some Arizonis.
Arizonis and some bagelies.
I don't know. What
Yeah.
that is. You mean cans of Arizona tea?
Yes.
Oh, look at me learning the lingo of the young peeps. I'm so proud. I'm gonna go make fucking eggs and bacon. It's 3 in the morning. I deserve it. Fuck it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
deserve
it's your house. You can do what you want.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Here to
like
tell. I had a. You want to know what I had for dinner? It was really good. It was a toasted sandwich, but I put pesto, egg whites, spinach, tomato slices, and a little bit of spicy mayo. It was very delicious.
that sounds good.
I bought pesto specifically for that sandwich.
Yummy.
That's great when you like go to the store and you like buy the one thing for the one thing you've been looking to make for forever,
Fuck yeah.
and you're like, tonight's the night. Like it's almost like
The anticipation is fucking tantalizing.
I know it's like when like a couple haven't seen each other in a long time and they're gonna do it tonight.
I bought the CD.
Yeah, exactly. like I bought the pesto. Like
I
it's
bought
gonna happen.
The pesto.
Did you bring the Sade tape?
You know I can only come to share.
Oh,
I love your background, by the way. Very calming, very good.
Yeah.
Is that Last of Us?
The old abandoned car
fucking
wash.
waiting with bated breath for Last of Us 2. That's gonna be my fucking pesto night when I can bring that home. Oh, my husband makes the best pesto because he doesn't put a ton of olive oil in it. Because you know when you buy it, it can be
Yeah.
really watery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's greasy to hell.
No, he makes it super not greasy. It is so dirty. I'm
Can I buy a jar of his pesto?
No, seriously. You want a jar of his pesto? I can ask him to make it when you come over.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's dirty. It's so fucking dirty. I'm like, can we fuck after this? Because then we'll both stink like garlic. It'll be okay. It'll cancel.
Get the
I hate-
condoms. It's pesto night.
I hate too much garlic. I'm pretty sure it would ward off pregnancy as strongly as a condom.
Lube up with that pesto.
I haven't tested it yet, but maybe I could change the world. All right, go to bed, everyone. I'm gonna turn off this.
All right, big eggs.
That's the best.
All right. Later.
Bye.
All right.